You might get one if I level up.
The bribery has begun.
Yeah, that's good. That's just about perfect. Nick, where's your mic?
Well, if Ironos dies, I've got another character waiting in the wings.
Depending on the level of people
Shelty's
dying,
not
though.
coming, and Bunt is running late.
He's really going to define.
You rat bastards
What
made me
happens
waste
next?
my 7th level slot on Resurrection. Nobody's dying.
Well, if, what's it called?
And I have,
If 4 or 5 people in the party die and you can't bring them back for whatever reason, then we probably will not be continuing the campaign.
don't say that.
So
David?
you guys have to try very hard to survive.
I love this character, and I will survive. I'm
will
Tina
survive.
Turner up in this bitch.
Holy shit.
I will survive.
Oh, as long as I don't have
You by my side.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to move my drinks over there so I don't accidentally spill anything. If I do, I'll just ruin my $900 laptop instead of, all my notes for D&D.
Yeah, the important things in life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to redo all that stuff. That's just too much.
Alrighty.
Okay, so everybody ready?
Here.
We are good to go. Nikki Riri, you got your mic up?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's mics are on? All right. Since you don't want me messing with the little thing, I have mine off my body and it's on the thing, so.
Well, we do want to hear the DM's voice. That's
do.
kind of important.
A little bit.
It's also why I gave you the good mic.
I appreciate it. So, hi everyone, and welcome to Dice and Dudes, a show about the continuing adventures of our 2-year Dungeons & Dragons campaign. At this point, we're hurtling towards 2.5 years. We would like to thank Military Gamer Supply for putting on the stream for us. We're also sponsored by David's Tiles and Terrain, a small company, my company, that creates, various tiles and terrain for use with D&D and board games, war games, and any other game that's played on a table as long as you got a few friends. Kind of not good to do it all by yourself.
Hey, if I want to play alone with my toys, I'm going to play alone with my toys on some awesome terrain.
That's true. So if you do want to play with yourself and have it look great, I do offer terrain. I'm also announcing today that I will be running a special non-canonical Halloween game on Halloween night, since it is falling on a Wednesday this year. I hope you all will tune in for that as well.
Nick's going to love it. It's Vampire the Masquerade system.
I have
Yes,
the book.
it will be. Yes, it will be. I'll announce a few more details about it as we get closer, but there is a special David's Tiles and Terrain build going into that. Despite the game not really using miniatures too much, more of like visual aids, things like that.
I swear I'm not going to sparkle, bro.
No, anybody sparkles, they're dead. We'll have a werewolf come out of nowhere and rip him in half.
Right, couple
That
announcements.
comes out of nowhere.
Do we have any announcements today from Military Gamer Supply?
So a couple quick announcements for MGS. They are having a special Magic pre-release event Friday night at midnight. It's a new one, guys. It's not your standard tournament. It's a guild battle. Then we're going to have the regular Magic pre-releases all Saturday. On top of that, there is a 40K tournament, October 6th. It's a RTT, that's a regional tournament. Then we have the grand tournament on December 1st. Anything else, Nick?
That about covers it.
As always, there is free play Monday through Sunday. As long as the store is open, feel free to come by and use the tables.
Also, if you're looking to learn how to play 40K or any of the tabletop games, come visit Nick on his Saturday and Sunday work days. That's me.
Okay, just setting this up, sharing the stream on mine. Okay, so if anybody else have any other announcements? Kyle, you involved with any jobs or any voice acting work lately?
I wish.
Kyle will be voicing Arnos, the Kenku
Fried chicken.
Chandu.
That is not
My voice.
that has been cured, so no longer having to talk with mimicry.
I never had to talk to them.
Well,
I've got wings now.
you have wings now.
He can fly.
Okay, so without trying to
Red Bull.
vamp a little bit here to try to give our other player, we will be short a Paul Schulte tonight. Life obligations getting in the way of what's really important,
How
D&D.
dare he be a grown-up?
Right. But our other Paul, Senior Bunt, will be here hopefully shortly.
And we do love the Bunt.
We do love the boot. All right, so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start episode 5 of Dice and Dudes.
Numbered number 3 because the first 2 didn't make it to the stream.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Issues with sound.
Okay, so last time, the Knights of Fate had traversed down into the lair of a group of slavers, completing a favor for Lady Corinne, asking for on behalf of Kern Everbright. They entered into the slavers' den and were ambushed by them. But pulling together and peppering their enemy with fireballs and other firepower, they managed to make it through without any loss of life of the slaves or themselves. Upon freeing the slaves, they returned to Kern's church and deposited them. They seemed, while getting a bad vibe from Kern himself, they still decided that they had to indeed complete the favor or Lady Corinne would not see it as done. So, leaving the slaves within the care of Kern Everbright and his 2 companions, they left and headed back to the oasis of the desert, where upon meeting Lady Corinne, they were indeed, where they announced the completion of their second task, or their first task, and Lady Corinne agreed with them. Now, sitting around the table's enjoying the tavern music, Triswin noticed one of the creatures sitting at a table outside was a very tall, black-skinned satyr. Black as in black as night. Asking him several questions that he did not answer, just simply grunted at or stared at her. Arnos noticed this man and sat down next to him, where Lady Ellida of the Thalanis court seemed to pull herself out of the ether between worlds to caress his feathers and give him a kiss on the cheek. Then turned to the group and said, I meet you all in such wonderful places. And that's where we're going to go to begin tonight. So you, Flynn, standing with Lady Corinne and speaking with her about this, you happen to look over to your left, watching Triswin walk out of the building itself and sitting down. Now, with the location of this place and there being no lights outside, and with how dark his skin is, it's incredibly hard to see who she's actually sitting with. But a few moments later, you see Arnos joins her outside as well. Thraka and Rotmir are both at the bar, having a drink after a very long day, with the Bearded Devil bartender still hard at work. Though this place is not nearly as packed as it was the previous night, you get the sense that without a performance by Corinne, there just is not much as a large of a draw for people to actually come into the oasis of the desert. So the music is different from the music of the previous night, though it still does seem to be a place of several immortals within here. As a matter of fact, you happen to see the one lady, and you happen to see the one angelic celestial that turned down the offer of Thraka the previous night. At least her underling did. Is still sitting there, though this time she is flanked by a single one of those devas. You also see a well-armored, red-cloaked woman with her helmet on the table in front of her. Her ears come to a very sharp point, and though she appears to have slightly elven features, there's something distinctly not elven about her. Pretty much anyone else within the room is Perry sitting at his own table, the musicians on stage, and the several people outside that are kind of milling about. You do hear the voice of a booming voice of a very large-looking orc blood calling out wares from a wagon that he has set up next to the two closest buildings to the Oasis, the Fenwich Tower, and a building that you all have yet to go into.
Can I tell what kind of wares he's calling out?
Roll me a perception check.
That's 14.
Yeah, he's yelling pretty loud. You can just hear him over the music. The music's kind of softer. It's not, they're not being too raucous. He's calling out sales for armor, weapons, provisions, anything you need to survive in the demon wastes.
Baraka, perhaps we go spend some money. Well, he's excitable today.
You
Come
just
along.
Oh, he's still grouchy about everything that happened last session. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, Lady Corinne, if you'll excuse me, unless you care to discuss that second favor at this time.
As I stated before, I believe you should talk to your people. It seems like that last favor you all did for me. She kind of looks at Thraka and Rotmir, who are both just kind of melancholingly looking into their drinks. See, the next favor may be a bit more difficult. So perhaps payment can be exchanged instead, and we can forget about your...
There's only one kind of payment we are interested in. And it's a bit too deep to turn back now.
She looks around her tavern. The place is a bit too busy now. Perhaps a bit later we'll go ahead and talk more about what other things I need done.
But of course, lady, I leave your radiance for the darker areas of the day.
She smiles at you and takes her flute, once again still filled. It seems as if when she sips it, you've never seen it filled, you've never seen her have it refreshed. It just always seems to be half full.
Interesting. I'm going to wander off to the orc. Well, even with dark vision, I can't tell who's out there.
Oh, your dark vision is only 60 feet, so he's outside of your dark vision.
Not
but
the orc, who they're sitting with.
Oh yeah, you've run into this before, like when you couldn't see him in dark vision. He was like a void, basically.
And the other one, I can't tell.
It's at the point that you basically leave for Lady Corinne that you will see very fine, pale skin of Lady Ellida kind of between the veil just emerge and drape herself over Arnos.
Nope, we're not dealing with that bitch today. Come, we go see the orc.
Thraka slams back his beer, throws the money on the bar, because...
when you toss the platinum down, the bearded devil puts his finger on it and then pushes it back towards you. And
Thraka
on the house.
Thraka takes the platinum and, just nods,
And Rotmir kind of turns and looks at him. Is my drink free too? The bearded devil, without missing a beat, just goes, "No, I hate dwarves." Oh, okay. And keeps drinking his drink.
Thraka follows the fireball man of pain.
Okay. We don't need to follow all character stuff, we don't need to be moving the miniatures around too much, but just to give you guys an idea of what's going on.
Fair enough.
As you guys walk outside, you can see there's a couple of people surrounding him. Some of them are looking at... He basically has doors open on one side of his wagon that display the products therein. And as you both are walking up, both of you go ahead and roll me a straight intelligence check. You have a character sheet now.
In here?
Yep.
I has a case of the dumb.
Wow.
Should be on the first page, bro.
Yep.
Okay, so intelligence.
Yep, just straight intelligence.
14.
14?
Plus the item, whatever that gives me plus one.
That's for saving throws
Okay.
and things like that. You, as you're walking up, have a spark of memory of, you guys still have yet to go through all of the items that you guys found at the slavers. You guys had the short sword, that you all found and that ring that you all found.
I just took the ring.
You might want to
Arnold's
mention
has
it so we can check it for
That's the short
magic.
sword.
Yep. And while there were several healing potions for you all to resupply, they were consumed.
We also have the money.
Yes, you do have the money. Now, the money was the thing that I hadn't given you guys an
Yeah,
amount
that
for.
was
Yeah.
it.
That was the only thing. So for the money, you guys have had enough time. Well, are you guys going to do this out in the open, or are you guys going to go somewhere else?
Go upstairs to the room real quick.
Okay.
So, detour from the orc.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So
if you're not
as
okay with this, then I understand. I count some money and I tell you what it is.
No, I'm going with him because
Don't worry. How could a face like this not be trustworthy?
Very easily.
I'm still growing my hair back.
That wasn't me. I told you that wasn't me. That was the chitinous warrior bug.
That died in the fire. Okay. Let's go, Flynn.
Go upstairs.
So you two head upstairs. You will find that in the money pouch there are 3 garnet gems, 255 gold pieces,
255?
255, and 60 platinum pieces.
Not even worth the taking. You guys kicking the sword in the ring so I can identify him real quick?
Yeah. Since your dad intends on avoiding Lady Ellida.
She's a hell bitch.
So you walk up to him as she's speaking to her? Because he's holding the sword.
No, I figured it out later. Fuck
Okay.
that.
Well, so you do have the ring.
I don't know. I think I kind of already had it figured out. Stacked with it.
You want me to identify that ring?
I think I'm able to as well. Pretty sure I am. Had to get used to an actual character sheet.
Do you have the spell identify?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Then you can
As
use
a
it.
force cleric.
So you identify the ring.
And identify is a 1-minute cast, right?
I think so.
Or a ritual cast.
Oh yeah, you could cast it as a ritual too. Do you want to take the time to cast it as a ritual? If you cast it as a ritual, it doesn't expend a spell slot.
Oh, it's a ritual?
Yeah.
10 minutes.
It adds 10 minutes to the casting time itself.
Yeah, then let's do
So
that.
take 11 minutes. So while he's identifying it, I shall pour myself a nice glass of brandy and enjoy the evening air.
So identify is
actually-
1 minute. So it could take you 11 minutes to cast it.
Okay.
Perry still is in possession of the money pouch.
So you did grab the money pouch
Yeah.
from him.
Okay. Well, he's just saying that he'd never gave it to anybody.
I can.
Well, you all know he picked
Yeah.
it up. And that wasn't done stealthily.
Oh, yeah, no.
And easily get that if you want. We can even say that Perry joins them for a few moments while they count the money up.
Yeah.
So you spend the 11 minutes.
I'll count money while he's.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that time, you discover that this the ring itself looks like it was literally chipped away from a small gemstone of sapphire, pure sapphire, until it is the hoop, and it radiates a fairly strong magical aura. You've discovered that it is a ring of resistance and is attuned to force damage.
Huh.
He says he wants to keep the pouch to himself.
He did not pick it up, and he's
Stuff
not here, so he doesn't get to argue.
Well, if Barry wants healing or not to get caught in a fireball, he'll share the money.
With everybody.
Okay, so while that is happening, Arnos and Triswin, as you sit and speak to Lady Ellida.
So Thraka gets the ring of force resistance.
Or he's holding it, and he will decide if he wants to give it to somebody else.
Yeah, fair enough. And then we'll go out to the orc.
Okay. Yes, so we're with
Skanky Hellbitch.
Okay, so
his girlfriend.
That's what I said.
what do you do after she drapes herself upon your body and then gives you a peck on the cheek?
You know, I can honestly say the same about you.
Well, you know me. I like interesting places.
Picked a hell of a place. Or in the bottom.
Well, trust me, my darling, I've seen hell. This is not it.
This is as close as I ever hope to get.
Perry.
And here is our fellow bunt.
Who cannot operate doors.
No!
That is-
Keep an one for myself. I'm never getting any money.
The one in the
I would say you could, but they saw you take the money. So,
Well, I didn't. I'm
You
busy
weren't
rolling
exactly
disadvantage on
stealthy.
everything.
That's fine. That's all mine now.
oh yes.
The lasers.
So pass and
Everyone,
pass them around.
please.
So now to
Pardon
help,
our
so
small
people do not
interruption.
have to get up at the table to point out what they're doing. Laser pointers, guys, laser pointers. Especially those you guys at the other end of the table.
I'm sure they're all red.
Well, yeah, the pointers are all red, but
There are no batteries.
twist it off and pull the thing out.
Ah, right.
Okay, so
This is good for it. I don't know.
They got to be good for a while.
Well, hopefully you're not just
Go ahead
like,
and settle in, Paul, and we'll start and back up in just a moment.
Okay.
Ah, crap.
it's over there. Do you want me to get it? I'm little.
Just so you know, that's a 1, Vince.
Yeah, it's a natural one on the laser pointer.
There's
Pat your
definitely
head.
a thing going on.
Hey, someone took all the blue.
There's definitely a theme here.
Sorry, Paul. Blue's my
The problem is
favorite.
there's no purple.
don't point it at the camera, people.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, obviously,
it's
yeah.
horrendous for the camera.
Paul.
I didn't point it at the camera.
No, but do it again. Yeah, that's.
The first button, not the second one.
I like lights. Leave me alone.
He's
Okay.
easily entertained.
Okay. That,
Allow me to show you my
Paul,
green
thank you
light.
very much for your contribution. So I guess I will keep
the
6 of them.
Keep them
Well, I'll keep 6 and you keep the rest. I'll keep enough for you guys, and then you keep the rest to replace them. How about that? Because I'm already carrying tons of stuff.
Can we put
Just
this
hook it
in?
on your keys.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we'll
so,
talk
It
about it.
doesn't work.
Okay.
Twist it off.
So Perry, do you join them when they go to do that, or are you watching Triswin and Arno speak to Lady Ellida?
Probably because he was at the table with me before I walked up.
Well, you walked away from him
yeah,
to go.
because I went like,
so
So
the
what-
question is,
I'd watch them.
who do you trust to be alone more?
Remember, whatever money that you count from that, it's probably going to go to ammunition.
Yeah, you just finish it. I have simple needs. I'm but a humble priest of Ellida.
And then whatever I owe you, you know.
Also, you get no shit. Excellent.
What?
Okay, so Lady Ellida speaking to you.
I'm all excited.
So, why here, darling?
This is where my people are.
Oh, I'm completely aware, but why would you bring yourself to the very gates of a man who would, well, love to see you in chains as much as the rest of your people?
I plan on killing him.
Oh, well, perhaps you shouldn't speak that so loudly.
I didn't think I was being that loud. Eh.
Well, I would keep
He
that
already knows I'm here.
here. And you, once again, as your nights with her before, you hear that sultry voice enter your head. Perhaps keep those thoughts to yourself. Obviously, you don't hear this, but you see a shiver. All of his feathers kind of ruffle for just a moment.
There.
Is that like some sort of
The
mating
giant satyr reaches out and
thing?
grabs his mug and drains it, sets it on the table, then stands up. He steps back in the darkness, and you see the darkness kind of envelop him, and he is gone.
I miss being able to do that.
So, you're here. You know, I can't help but think about ways that I can help you on your quest here.
What ways?
Do you know where the Kenku are?
Oh, and she points off in the darkness. There's one there,
Well,
one there, another there. The great majority of your people are within the sanctum of Yugelnak himself, within Dark's Hollow. But his preferred spies are your people.
I can't kill them. I miss being able to teleport through darkness. It was fun. Do you know where his sanctum is?
Oh, me personally? Oh, I don't get involved in the politics of demons and devils, I'm afraid. But should you wish, I could find out for you.
Are we
I
gonna...
realize I'm playing with my beard seductively at you while you
Stop doing that. You don't have any hair up here to play with. So.
I
Are
don't.
we
That's morbid and
ignoring the
creepifying.
fact that I'm at the table with the two of you?
Yeah.
I like it when he makes
The,
noises.
the best part of being a DM is I get to flirt with everybody eventually.
Some more than others.
So, were you in need of my assistance?
Well, we were pursuing the information from.
Oh, Lady Corinne, yes. We've spoken. We are very well acquainted.
Like, acquainted or acquainted?
Let's just go with the latter and stop there.
Oh my.
She just kind of shoots you a beaming smile. And it's that heat once again rises up. And you catch yourself looking at her in a way you don't normally look at women. As before, she just has that strange, compelling quality to her.
She a hoe.
As she
Oh my god.
As she looks back at you, as she turns her gaze back to you, so you seek the help of Lady Corinne. And what hoops does she make you jump through?
We don't know what the second hoop is.
Oh, she's asked for multiple favors from you. Well, that's par for the course. Small things that she needs done, traded for one large favor of your own. I mean, without knowledge of Dark's Hollow's location, it's impossible for you to complete your chosen quest. She is quite a wily one, her. Well, and she leans forward very conspiratorially towards you. You barely able to hear her. Would you like me to help you complete the second task of hers rather quickly?
You know what it is.
No, but I may be able to force her hand. Would you be interested?
Sure. Why not?
And what, pray tell, can you offer me this time?
That's a good question. What do you want? I never know how these prices work.
Well, last time was a simple favor. I thank you so very much for killing my bastard ex-husband now. And your assistance has greatly benefited the Eladrin people, much more than you will know.
The tree was occupying certainly seemed happy-ish.
Well,
Ridiculous.
should my associate have been able to comment, then perhaps...
Who's your associate? He said he was there
Yes.
to help and aid in the research of his friend.
Well, yes. You don't think it's a strange coincidence that you meet one of only a few that could have helped you complete your quest in such a place? I mean, to be fair, stranger things have happened around you all, but even that tests the tethers of fate. So I just helped it along a little bit.
Thank you for that.
And I could do so again if you have nothing to offer. Let's say a favor for the future.
Kill you.
Yeah, run the chaotic neutral on this group. I don't care what you do. I just bitch about it later. Just like you do. Wait a minute. Yeah. That's a... I'll be honest, that's kind of partially of her, since she's going to have to partake of it as well. And she's the one with this really strict back.
Well, have I done anything that would be untoward? Have I asked you to do anything that would be untoward?
Your husband was evil and
Of course.
harming people.
And what I would do now would not endanger, well, would not endanger too many lives. No lives that aren't worth endangering. And it would be a very simple way for you to complete the task with Lady Corrine. I need both of you guys to roll me insight checks, please.
Yeah.
What was not a disadvantage anymore?
No, it's right. She touches you and you get all happy.
What can I say?
I bet if she touched me, I'd get all happy.
I got an 8.
You are now beginning to more understand the nature of your constitution disadvantage.
Ah.
If she is close or if you've had contact with her, you have no disadvantage.
Okay.
But as soon
Well, it
as
doesn't really come around anyways.
but it hasn't come up
Not
too often. Because you may, a lot of times because you eat Gorman, but lately you haven't been able to take advantage of the Gorman, so you've been having the disadvantage.
Mine's a 21.
But right now you don't have that. You won't have that disadvantage for a while.
8.
8 and 21. You get a strange feeling for a moment, and you kind of glance back over your shoulder, and you see Lady Corrine at the bar, holding her flute of red liquid, smiling at you as soon as you catch her eye. And she raises the flute with a slight grin on her face. And then someone comes up and touches her shoulder, and she turns back to them and embraces them and gives them a kiss.
Okay.
You could always have another romp with that one.
Oh, I'll have a romp with him whenever I please. Isn't that right?
Well, I'm not going to say no.
That's not a form of payment,
Oh.
see, darling. But a favor for a favor, I think is...
Yeah. Damn you, 8. We have not had issues with you in the past, so I think a favor for a favor is a fair exchange. Shit, I'm sorry, Vince.
Flynn,
my
Flynn
God.
counting money within his room with Rocca suddenly just goes, there's a disturbance in the force.
A great evil is happening.
Thraka just hears Flynn just like seize up for a second, just like 9.
She leans forward and, so, would you like me to assist? Yes? Then I would suggest don't make it an early night tonight, and make sure that your friends don't drink too much. And she leans forward and goes, as always, dear. And as she leans forward, you see her head turn into that same white, almost like cockatiel-like face. The beak, the whole thing just melds into it. When you see this, you're kind of taken aback by it. And she gives you that strange kind of beak-to-beak, strangely comforting to you, though you're not entirely sure as to why. And then when she leans back, her visage turns back into that of a beautiful Lodgen woman. She smiles over at you. And it's been great to see you again, dear. I have a few things to attend to. And as she stands up, it's like she stands up and fades away at the same time. And she is gone from the table.
Yeah, crazy. I was actually going to ask her if she could help us out. So this works out. I think Flynn will be proud of my negotiation skills.
When being around her, you have felt the prodding presence of her mind whenever you guys are close. And it seemed as if she was able to detect your surface thoughts. So that may be the reason why she mentioned it.
Yeah. So,
Don't think about it
let's
too
go
long,
find them.
Swin.
I feel much better right now.
To the orc.
So it's about the time that you all finish treating with Ellida that you guys finish up and you finally hold the ring in your hand and you discover it is a ring of force resistance.
Yeah.
So you all head downstairs?
Yep, to the orc.
As you guys head downstairs, Perry, I need a perception check from you, please.
You wrangle your brother and...
Oh, that's a natural 1. Which comes up to a 7.
You actually had one of the barmaids dancing around and delivering drinks. There's usually 3 barmaids on duty, but there's not nearly as many people here. So the second barmaid seems to be just kind of doing nothing, and at some point she goes and sits in your lap and begins asking you very prodding questions before.
Again.
felt this kind of interrogation tactic before, now having survived your night with the changeling, and you get a very familiar sense of this woman. And that keeps you incredibly distracted, and you are not even aware of Lady Ellida's presence.
Do I see Perry?
Can I gauge your intentions, though?
When you guys come down, she, at this point, she's kind of slid in the chair to the table next to him, and she's engaging him in conversation.
I'm going to grab him by the ear and drag him over to the orc.
As you're speaking to her, she's like, "Oh yes, tell me more of your great deeds."
Can
you feel
I
that.
I grab him by the other ear.
Though?
Oh yeah. You're lying, and you get the very real sense that she knows you're lying, but she likes playing the game. She's enjoying the dance a bit. And as you're about to spin another yarn, your ears tugged up. And you,
Both ears.
stand up on your feet, and Triswin and Arnos step back into the desert's oasis from the table outside again. You no longer see any presence of Lady Ellida or her bodyguard.
Nothing good can come of this. Nothing at all. We go see what York has.
Why are you messing with my game?
Thraka grabs his ear too, just to like reinforce.
So as he lets go and like, come on, you gotta take a step forward, and Thraka grabs your other ear.
You know, it's not often I get to do this without paying for it.
Yeah, what you think you are doing there?
Not paying for it.
Not in money, but... Alright,
Soul shattering.
go over to the orc.
Okay. As he's walking over, do you guys follow?
Yeah.
And is anything else happening on your short sojourn over to that orc?
No, just prestidigitating the cape.
Oh no, I'll tell him like, so I worked out a deal for us.
So Triswin catches up to you and taps you on the shoulder as you guys exit
I'm
the
pretty proud of it.
Desert's Oasis.
Pretty proud of my deal. I can negotiate. You told me I can't talk to people. I can talk to people.
Don't
I did a
tell
really
me.
good job, didn't I, Ernest?
Did you agree to anything from that twisty hell bitch from the
yes.
Feywild?
What twisty hell, bitch?
Thraka just
We
starts
just
like
talked to his.
Thraka
like,
just starts cussing, just like
You're thoroughly confused. It's like,
well,
Okay.
anything
we
with
just talked to
Faye.
his wife.
Faye are
Is she
just
your
bad.
wife now?
And I don't
Oh,
even
that's
remember
green
the
thing.
thing.
That's good grief.
Is she your wife now, or are you guys just like
Huh?
not?
Wait, whose wife?
The lady,
What lady?
the naked elf lady.
What naked elf lady?
The
Oh,
Fey Queen that ruined our lives the first time and almost got us
you
killed.
immediately get a mental image of her, as you could not forget that.
Oh, that's right. You sent me that image, you bastard.
And now Thraka is power walking away from the group as soon as he hears Faye Queen and everything like that.
Don't worry, Thraka. We only had to go into the Mornlands last time. I'm sure this favor won't be nearly that bad.
Fuck off! I didn't sign up for this. Leave me alone.
We had to go into the Mornlands anyway.
But you're
She
fitting
kept
in
us from
so well.
wandering the Mornlands.
As you guys are walking away towards the orc and having this conversation, you all look back, and Rotmir is engaged in conversation with a gnome who stands on a chair next to him with a gigantic, drink in front of it, lifting it with both hands and sipping it, and they seem to be in a very animated conversation.
Roddy doesn't like
And you guys are worried about me.
Are you sure
Maybe someone
Rodney
should
doesn't
keep an
mind
eye
now?
on
Are
him.
you projecting your own dislike of the short
I'm
people?
pretty sure you're injecting
that.
your
Okay,
own.
yeah, probably.
Rati
They're
loves
very
the
mean.
gnomes.
Gnomes are mean.
Unlike you, Roddy is not just racist for no reason against an entire group of people.
She doesn't like them. She doesn't know why, but it has something to do with before she was adopted. So yeah.
Okay, so anything else that you guys talk about before you speak to the orc?
Thraka's not talking to them for right now because he heard Faye bitch and everything like that, and it just got worse.
Thraka, don't
No?
worry. I'm sure we will mostly live through this.
Leave me alone. It just keeps getting worse. I was a guide and now I'm fucked. Just leave me alone for right now.
Yeah, but not proper fucked. Not quite yet.
Wait,
You're
didn't
overstating that. You really are truly.
didn't our first night here take care of the whole fucking thing?
Don't try to think too much, Perry. You're not suited to it.
You there! Bloodkin! Step on up! See what I got for sale.
Now Thraka walks up, be like, How's it going, brother? Like, does a full forearm clasp with him and everything?
He returns. He's got a couple of other people that are there that he's kind of jockeying between, as he speaks to you. I have a great many good wares on sale. Well, peruse at your leisure, sir.
I will. Thank you.
What's on sale?
So you all walk up and he, oh, hail, travelers. Oh, look, you're not from this land. This is serendipitous. I have plenty of wares for you all to check out. Plenty of things for you to help you survive in this harsh, harsh land.
Yeah, what do you have that's useful to us?
Oh, everything here is useful to one degree or another. What exactly are you looking for?
Something magical, something a magic use of a need. Use, enjoy.
Oh, that's that magic-y mumbo-jumbo stuff. I don't really deal with that type of stuff. I'm more of along the lines of like gear and survival stuff, things like that.
Oh, what suggestions do you have?
Well, I got a few things on hand. What you happen to be looking for? I got myself, thinks about it for a moment. 5, no, I sold 2 earlier, so I got 3 potions of healing still in stock. I got one nice one, a potion of I have trouble with that word.
Superior?
There you go. That's the word. Sorry, Tuss getting in the way. But I got one of those for sale still. What else you looking? Anything else you looking for?
Do you have any armor?
I have a few sets of armor. What exactly are you looking for?
Who needs new armor in the group? Do you need new armor? No, you have armor.
I've got armor.
I'm working on his armor.
Do you need new armor?
I have plate.
Is it good? Like magical plate or?
Do you have any heavy armor?
Like a plate.
Heaviest thing I got is some scale. It's good scale.
I'll look at it. Let's look at it. You never know.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation.
An investigation.
Can't tell if it's magical.
Did you cast and take magic?
Yeah,
or?
sorry.
Just trying with Arcana.
Gonna roll an Arcana check.
New.
The air here is there's so much like magical current going through this place.
It's hard to detect.
It's hard to detect. What'd you roll?
15.
15. This is pretty good scale. It is very, very well made. Looking at it, it appears to be dragon scale.
How much for the scale?
Oh, that's some mighty fine blue dragon scale armor. Protect you from that electricity,
Do you have any red dragon scale armor? That might be more useful for some people.
I don't.
Why are you looking over at me? He's the one who's always getting burnt.
Well, that would definitely help. But I do have this. While it is not magical in nature, the natural resistance of the blue dragon scales to electrical power has still got a bit of oomph left in it.
So what are you asking?
Oh, that there is a very fine piece of equipment. That'll run you about 750 gold pieces.
Well, you see, right here, there's a stitching and a riveting. It's a bit off. It seems somewhat crude. Don't you agree, Thraka?
Thraka's like busy looking at stuff.
Thraka, the riveting is off, yeah?
I'm not talking to you right now.
Who can use chain in our group?
Roll an investigation check real quick.
You can?
5.
5?
Should I
It
buy
looks
it?
perfect to you. Whether you tell
Yeah.
him not is up to you.
Do I get any
Okay.
plus for like smithing or anything?
I'll give you
like that?
advantage. You are a smith.
7. Not much better.
It looks fantastic. Now, whether you tell him that or not is up to you. But
Looks
you look
fine.
at
It looks fine. It's good.
You said
He's so grouchy.
750.
750. It's a good price.
Yeah, how about 600?
Oh,
And we buy more things. You give us a group
go
rate.
ahead and roll me a persuasion check, please.
Hey, I like this one. That's a 29.
Holy crap, dude.
I'll tell you what. You make another purchase, I'll give you 15% off. 15% off of that's going to be... Looking at it, it doesn't seem like he knows math too well. But he tries to play the part a bit. And we'll call it 650. if you buy something else.
You're not so good at some math.
I will take the armor and the 3 potions and the superior potion.
Oh, the 3 potions, each of the little ones, they'll run you 75 gold pieces a piece. There's a bit of premium out here, you know.
Yeah, but what about that gross discount?
I'll tell you what. You buy the armor, you buy the 3 potions of healing, and you buy the potion of superior healing. We'll call it a straight 1,000 gold.
Let's see what else you got here, too.
Yeah, we put that on the buy rack and we look at everything else.
Going through it, go and roll me an investigation check real quick.
15?
15? Looking through his stuff, the stuff is all very good quality. Like even the rope is of fine quality. It's not hempen rope, it's silk rope. All of it seems to be in very good repair. Seems like he's got some very good stock. The thing that catches your eye though is a ring.
What about this ring?
Oh, that there, that's mighty pricey. That's gonna run you some money. But if you want, I can sell it for you. It is amethyst. It's an amethyst ring, and it looks remarkably similar to the ring you all just found. It's the same thing. It looks like it was an amethyst gem that was hollowed out to turn it into a ring.
Yeah, it reminds me of something I had in childhood. So for sentimental reasons, I will purchase this from you, if the price is sufficiently frugal.
If you throw this on top of everything else, say 1,400 gold for the lot.
Could you do 1,300?
1,400 is already still cutting pretty low, my man. I like you.
How
I think 14's about as low as I can go.
13.50, and I have a bottle of brandy I will share with you.
If I can have the rest of the bottle.
Well, I drink half, you drink half. That's sharing.
It's really good.
All right, fine.
Not to get sauced.
Deal.
Yeah, actually.
And when he spits in his hand, you're like, oh gosh. And
Why?
he shakes your hand and just that, oh, it's still sticky afterwards, yeah. And he kind of, ha 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 ha.
Thraka laughs too.
I like good customers. And the other people around you are kind of looking and nodding like, okay, like, all right. He hands you, I will get you a card for it next time, but you have, this is a...
Nothing catches Perry's eye, does it?
And I will get, for now, we will use this one as a placeholder. He tells you, that ring, it's amethyst, the amethyst ring, that'll, means poison won't affect it nearly as badly. So you guys get a ring of resistance for poison, 3 regular healing potions, and a superior healing potion.
Anything in the van?
Thraka's looking at weapons right now.
He has some very nicely made arrows and bolts, but no magical arrows and bolts.
Yeah, well.
And nothing that catches Perry's eye.
So if we will be in the desert oasis when you're done with your mercantile duties, you find me at the table and we drink sabandi.
All right.
Please don't get sauced.
Oh, me? I never get drunk.
No,
Flynn's always sauced. What are you
David?
talking about?
Who told you not to get too drunk?
his girlfriend.
Oh, did you sell us some more blood this time? Maybe a little teeny bit of your soul?
No.
David?
Though I think he stole a
Thraka's
bit of
looking
your
at weapons
seed
and
one time.
shields.
They're of nice quality. You don't find anything nicer than the shield that you found and the ebony battle axe. You actually have a card for the ebony battle axe.
What about the shield? What's different about it?
It's just nicely made.
It looks pretty.
It's actually like it's black scales on the shield. It functions exactly the same as a shield, but it's a very nice quality. So if something were to deal damage to like your equipment, that thing would survive a lot better than like your own shield would.
Okay.
Well, thank you again.
It's this entire conversation and going through everything is taking you guys about half an hour or so. And he, after he collects the money from you, and he puts it into just drops it straight into a lockbox, closes it up, mutters a word, and pushes it literally into the card itself, and it just kind of phases through the wall of the of the wagon. Then turns back to the next set of customers and begins giving them the pitch as well.
Are there any helms or gloves or anything?
Oh yeah, he's got a mix and match of just about any kind of armor. He's got a almost centurion helmet. You know, it's got the cross guard in the middle in order to defend your nose, and it comes down to cover the ears. But the rest of it on the sides of the face and the mouth is still open.
Okay, and what would that give me as far as bonuses if I bought it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing on top of your plate. The helmet itself isn't magical or anything like that.
It just looks cool.
Yeah, and same thing. He's got a very nice set of leather gloves that they look like they'd be very nice for you when you're smithing. They seem to be very well insulated against heat, but they wouldn't offer any additional protection for when you're fighting.
Okay.
Now you do. You are aware that while you're wearing some very dark-looking, like used but well-maintained plate mail, you are wearing shoes, not boots. And the shoes are of overlaid green leaves that seem to never brown. And those are your boots of Elvenkind. So that's the only real mismatch in your armor currently. Unless you decide to grab the shield.
There's no shield or anything better than what I got.
Not physically, no. It doesn't give you any additional bonuses. Okay, so after your all's conversation with this orc, who all's name you did not get, what are you going to do now?
Well, Tharka hasn't left yet, so
Okay.
he's going to actually go up, shake the orc's hand, or whatever, you know, like the full forearm grasp with their people, you know, and just he's going to be like, "I never got your name, brother."
Oh, my name is Torrin.
My name is Thraka of the Stoneborn clan.
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. Whenever Dum Dum over there, the fancy prick that likes to spend money, whenever he's drinking or whatever, I'll probably join you because I don't see a lot of. I haven't seen one of my people in a long time.
Oh, well, you stay around here long enough, and trust me, you're going to see a lot of us.
Did you say his name was Torque or Torg?
Torque.
Torque.
T-O-R-K.
Oh, T-O-R-K.
Like dork, only with a T.
Exactly.
About to say, you're using the wrong voice.
He doesn't like the D very much, apparently.
Not like
Just the T.
Thraka does.
So Thraka, you know, tells him until we drink, and then Thraka follows the group that he's been told to follow.
As you all head back in.
Anything else look like a shop or anything around here?
Well, you guys are in like the mercantile area, but you know most of these areas, it seemed as if the first night that you all arrived here, the performance of Corrine kept this place open. Without her performance, it looks like most
It's too
of these
late
places
and
are
everybody's.
closed. Yeah. Well, you guys arrived much later the previous time, but it just seemed like knowing that a performance of Lady Corinne's happening, more shops
It's
will
an
stay
event,
open later.
yeah.
Yeah, it's more of an event.
It's like
And-
Metallica showing up in Mexico. People are going to show up.
and without her having any kind of performance or anything like that, the place is still like I said, it's hopping. The place is making money. There's patrons, but it's not what it was. It wasn't like standing room only the way it was the last time.
I'll grab a table and kick back
Okay.
in a appropriately refined manner.
Thraka's going to pull Flynn aside. And
Hey, do not touch. We do
Listen.
not touch.
listen,
Or I send you to this dark place.
I don't care about the dark place. I will give you this ring that I found. I will give it to you on the condition that you stop setting me on fucking fire.
Yeah, I can't promise that.
Try.
I try
That's all
very
I ask.
hard.
Try harder than you are.
Yeah, I try harder. I promise.
Do better than you are currently.
Thraka grabs his hand.
It's okay. I don't need the ring. You are my friend, and I will help you because the honor of your companionship is more than enough for me.
This prevents force, and you are very squishy, so take it
Everyone else in
anyways.
the party just goes.
What?
Thraka still puts in his hands like, you're very squishy, and this is resist to force.
Okay. Pull out the necklace full of shiny baubles and hang it on the necklace full of shiny baubles.
That counts as wearing, right?
No,
No.
I can't use it, bro. I got too much stuff.
And do you have to change it?
Yes.
Oh, then yeah, no. He's already full
You
up.
have to do it soon. All.
I'm giving it to him anyways because that's the person I gave it to on the condition that he tries a little bit harder not to set me on fire because orc hair doesn't grow as fast as other people's hair.
I can fix that.
No, thank you.
You're not allowed to turn him into a baldy.
I want to go to the dark place again, Pay.
Keep the fire
You
for the
need
chicken.
We have discussed this. We're not sending people to the dark place, remember?
But it's fun.
I
I laugh, you laugh, he screams in terror.
These are friends. We've discussed this.
Friend,
Friends.
friend, chicken, friend,
Friend.
chicken,
Friend.
friend of chickens.
Friend.
Fine.
I think he's still a
Fun
chicken.
was a chicken. How's that?
He's not
Yeah,
a chicken.
chicken friend.
He's a kangaroo.
He runs really fast, even though he's got wings, and I think he runs faster than he flies. So I think he's a chicken.
So yeah, we sit down, we drink.
Kangaroo.
Very,
Chicken.
I'm gonna keep it under control though.
Okay.
Very.
So you all
Sedate.
join Flynn with it?
Yeah, I guess so.
You guys look over and Rotmir has pulled out his notebook. It has it open on the table in front of him, and the gnome and him are basically poring over it. And the gnome is scribbling things in the margins of this, and seems to be in a very animated conversation
He's
with him.
having a talk about a farm recipe, isn't he?
Excellent. Rotmir found another chef.
That kind of makes me hungry now.
Have we eaten?
No, we haven't eaten. Barmaid.
I shouldn't be drinking this.
You guys know they don't. The only thing that they serve is their breakfast beer, which is literally an egg of undeterminate origin cracked into a ale.
I'll take one of those.
Uh,
I think that's all
the it doesn't seem as if the bearded devil is too keen on doing that. It seems as if it's the human bartender who takes the morning shift.
Oh, then some meat, maybe?
All they have is the ale.
Ah.
I will.
Any place around here that serves food?
We could eat the chicken, and then, just go home.
No, we're here for him.
Yeah, I am kind of attached to it.
Is
Yeah.
there any place around here that's
He could be attached to your intestines
Not
if
that
you
you have
ask.
found, but go ahead and roll a investigation check.
I shall pull out my place setting and an iron ration and begin eating my iron ration.
9.
You catch the arm of the barmaid as she walks by and ask her, and she kind of gives you a sorrowful look and, no, I'm sorry, dear. The only place around near here that serves food, they close at sundown.
Would you join me for this delectable 19?
Most places don't like being open after dark too much, unless it's a place like this.
Yeah, this is a wonderful
Now,
19-year-old iron ration.
one point of order that I do need to change. I had, not last game session, but the game session before that, I had described a Nalfishy demon as guardian to Lady Corinne in the second floor. I am incorrect. It is almost like a hairy ape with oversized arms.
That's what you described.
That's what you described.
Oh no, I said it has a pig face.
Oh, that
Yeah, it does not have a pig face. It is a Baraluga.
Oh.
Ugly.
I know.
It is a different kind of demon.
It is ugly.
It literally looks exactly like that.
Ugly.
The red car.
It looks like the thing from Fantastic.
So I guess I'm going to sit there and try and pick up as much gossip as I can overhear. And
Okay, go ahead and roll me a straight, we'll call this perception.
that's a 12.
Okay? And while this is going on, is anybody else doing anything of import or for this scene, or can I go ahead and move on?
Dark is just drinking.
Yeah, just trying to keep them from drinking.
This group literally pushed him to drinking after he quit drinking.
He's back in his cups.
So nobody else?
Not unless Perry can get some of that demon liquor again.
The bearded devil does not supply you with it.
And Perry would probably get his brain smashed in if he ever cracks out again.
Well, this is different from the one that he tried. What he tried is the blood of a demon. This stuff is
Soul essence.
soul essence.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want the soul essence.
Yeah, that's the only other thing
I want the demon
that's
blood.
served here.
Yeah, no pay.
Well, then I'll just clean the rifle.
Now, check those out.
In my room.
Right, so we're waiting for whatever.
Okay. So when you're listening to gossip, What languages do you speak?
Elven, Dwarven, Draconic? Yeah, Elvish, Dwarvish, Draconic, and Common.
Okay. You catch snippets of the woman who sits with the red cloak and the helmet on there. A strange-looking demon walks through and sits on the table across from her. And while it speaks in a language you don't understand, she responds to it in common. So you only catch half of a conversation. And it seems as if there's been a whole lot of not unwarranted, but people have been getting killed, and the proper payments have not been made for those people to be killed. So they are against the will of Yugelnok and those beneath him. So those who control deaths within this place are not getting their just due.
What to note? Don't brag about things here.
And you can't catch the other half of the conversation, but it seems as if she kind of nods a few times, and you get the general sense with your passive insight that, as you're not trying to just stare at her, the whole time.
Yeah.
It seems as if he's almost like a confidential informant, and they have about 5-minute conversation. Then he gets up and leaves. The other conversation between the female celestial and that angel, that Deva, you don't understand a word that's said. Though as you listen to it, it's almost like you feel a tingling in your head, almost like that celestial presence of theirs. And as you listen to their conversation a bit, it's hard to tell when she's looking at you because her eyes have no pupil. It is all iris.
Yeah.
But you get the distinct feeling a few times that her gaze falls upon you, that you become the focus of her attention a few times.
I'll go over and talk to her.
Do you sit across from her?
Yeah. Well, do you mind if I have a seat?
She points at the chair in front of you. She turns to the green angel-looking angel and mutters a word again in that language that, now that you're closer to it, it's almost like the words she speaks are laced with power, and almost like you can feel your bones vibrating. And he nods, stands up, and walks just outside, and then turns and watches you. And as he folds his arms across his chest, you see a silver greatsword appear out of nowhere, and he rests his arms perfectly on top of the greatsword.
Oh, that's not very subtle.
Doesn't seem to be. Yes.
You seem to have been looking at me once or twice. I was wondering why.
I was admiring your aura.
My aura? What about it?
Well, from what I can tell, Alondra?
Yes, she has blessed me.
I'm not of her domain, but I've met a few of her followers. It is nice to meet you, though my next question will seem less polite.
Well, sometimes impoliteness must occur.
Why would a follower of Alondra find themselves here? And she kind of gestures out to the whole of Maruk Dar and the Demon Waste.
Sometimes we must do distasteful things to assist our friends.
Isn't that the truth?
In pursuit of a greater good, perhaps.
Well, that is good to hear. Yeah. There is not much good that happens within this place.
Well, hopefully that will change soon. With the blessings of Sagat's gods.
I doubt that will happen. The tenuous alliance still holds here between the denizens of my own domains and those of less reputable places. But it is a fragile thing.
So if there was to be a hierarchical adjustment, this may change. And good things may happen.
If anything changes, it could be for the better, it could be for the worse. I don't believe any creature in a position to step into his position would be anything better than him.
Well, yeah, hope. You know,
Hope.
theoretically, of course.
Hope is one of the few things we have.
Well, if you could offer some hope to us, I would be grateful.
As much as I wish I could assist you or have one of my guardians follow you on your quest and render you aid, that would go against the tenets of the Alliance.
Then you must honor this attendance, of course.
One in my position cannot be seen breaking the Alliance. That would not do well. Excuse me.
Well, whatever blessings you wish upon you, then
My thoughts will go with you when you rise from this table.
I appreciate it. That is a great comfort.
And she kind of leans forward and, so, tell me of yourself and of your companions.
Well,
While you have this conversation with her, you can decide how much you want to divulge, and we'll get to that here in a little bit. But as you're having a conversation with her, you notice everybody here, since you guys are just kind of like waiting for something to happen and slowly drinking, I need each of you guys to roll me an insight check, please.
I'm useful today.
9. 9.
22.
You can just
7.
call them out.
10.
10? 22. So, you've been a hunter most of your life.
I've been thief most of my life.
Well, out in the wilds, before Perry came in, you were the one who did a lot of the hunting and gathering when you Flynn, and Rotmir traveled together. So you catch that feeling before anyone else does. And you see several people who were here get up and leave. And you see kind of hurried expressions on their face. They're not comfortable anymore. And they filter out rather quickly.
Stand up, steer.
So you just get up, you just stand up in the middle of this and start looking around?
Yeah.
Okay. Very unsubtly, as you guys are sitting there, you see Arnos just
That subtle.
stand up and hold the spear in place and begin looking around. At this point, the bearded devil is still behind the bar. The barmaid moves slowly in between tables. The other one has left and gone upstairs. The Corrine is still at the bar, still with her undiminished amount of alcohol within her flute. And the guard here is one of the ones that leaves. At this point, it's just you all, her, this one, and I will go ahead and set where you guys are. You are here.
When
There.
beings in a place like this suddenly start acting like
There.
prey, you should take notice.
There. And you're sitting with them, right, at their same table?
No, Tarka's at the bar drinking.
Okay, so you're at the bar drinking. You're kind of in between Kareen and Rotmir, as he's that gnome is one of the other people that he kind of well, gotta go. Big day tomorrow, and jumps off the bar and heads out with a half-empty mug and a platinum piece on the bar. Rotmir just kind of like, oh, and starts looking over the bevy of notes that this gnome gave him. I will have to just hand him those notes. But as that happens, and you stand up and you look around, as you look off to your right, you see the Deva turn his head to his left and begin looking off in the direction of where the caravan was, that wagon was. At this point, he is not headed in there, and you can't really make out where he is. But you do make out 3 very large shapes and you can hear, all of you, the beating of large wings and the as feet land on the ground, and the very heavy stomps of feet as they begin walking towards the desert's oasis. With you having the best position to see what's happening, you see about half a dozen smaller creatures flanked around these larger ones as they begin to make their way towards the desert's oasis. Most of them stay outside. The band suddenly cuts out and stops playing. And it goes incredibly quiet as an 11-foot tall, horned, winged demon carrying devil carrying a large fork. It's almost like a trident, but it only has 2 points. As he kind of gingerly gets into this place, stepping inside. While I don't have the new 5th edition horn demon, I do have that horn demon. As he steps inside, he looks over at Corrine, who has placed her flute on the bar, gotten up, and walks up over to him. Now, Lady Corrine speaks in common. Does anybody here speak?
Speaking the language of devils. What is that?
This is infernal for devils, abyssal for demons.
Which one was you on that?
Demon. Yeah, you know abyssal.
I think I still have infernal.
No one speaks infernal? Okay. So you guys only hear half the conversation. But as this demon comes up, Lady Corrine, very tiny compared to this creature, looking up at him with a pleasant smile on her face as he just kind of sneers down at her. And Lady Corrine just smiles, and I have done nothing against the Alliance. If he wishes to take up a complaint against me, he may do so. Lord Huguenot is more than happy to hear such complaints. And as she's speaking, the words that she speaks don't matter much, but Flynn, inside your head, you suddenly feel the presence of her, like she was next to you, and almost whispering into your ear, but it's no voice, it's inside your head, and that sultry, smooth tone, as you hear her say, well, it seems as if you may be able to help me with a favor after all, if you're still interested.
What's the favor?
It's about to get bloody. And I'd like my business to still be standing afterwards.
This makes us even?
If I survive and you as well, I'll be more than happy to give you. And while you see her talking in your head, she's still speaking to him. It's the strangest thing.
Yeah.
If we all survive this night, then I'll be more than happy to tell you where that son of a bitch lies. Do we have a deal?
Yeah, we do this.
If we do, I want you to prick your finger and drop a drop of your blood into your drink.
I don't make blood guys.
You do now.
It's up to you.
We makes a deal. I kills a demon. You don't need the blood.
And you roll me an insight check. What'd you roll?
That's going to be a 2.
A 2? Okay. Yeah. With a 2, like you're, huh?
I don't have inspiration left.
You're kind of like the situation. There's too much going on. You can feel and hear her presence. You can hear people moving about the oasis. The shifting. You can hear the muscles creaking of this giant creature as it just shifts in its position. Now, while he's doing that, speaking to his head, you three are sitting at the table, and you and Rotmir are standing at the bar. Rotmir is turned around, is just kind of going like, what's going on? He grabs his book and he shoves it into his, underneath his armor. What are you doing first? I mean, everything is stopped. There is no not noticing what's happening.
If it's in character.
How many?
Tharaka steps up next to her, essentially.
Okay.
And like, just kind of like, since he's probably, I'm pretty sure he's a
You're
good...
about a foot taller than her. Yeah.
Yeah, he just like kind of puts his hand on her shoulder and be like, is there a problem?
Okay. So while you're doing that, what are the three of you doing?
Does it look like he's a type of creature that would be affected more by the
You have no idea.
No idea. Okay.
No, you have no idea.
Words.
If you use your ability, you would know.
Yeah, I was gonna do exactly that since we're
Okay.
not even in combat. Right?
That is very true. Okay, so you know the following things about this. This thing is resistant to cold damage, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks that aren't silvered. It's also immune to fire and poison, and the poison condition.
Well, it is a demon.
It is a devil.
Or devil, right? You said resistant to those?
It is resistant to those. It is immune to fire and poison.
Oh, that sucks. It's always
And it's a condition of immune to poison. Not all demons are immune to fire, or devils are immune to fire, but there's a good... Fire is the most common resistance.
Yeah.
So you do that. Triswin, you see this happening, and you very much get the sense of this is a bully.
Exactly. Well, yeah, but I have a feeling this is what she was talking about by saying forcing her hand. Your girlfriend has weird ways. As she stands up,
Well, you do
gets
not.
the hammer out.
Okay, so you do not detect this, but there is a shakiness to her voice when you just hear a single word in your head. Fine.
Prick my finger.
You hear that fine right as you and drop, and the angel in front of you looks at you and just kind of nods slightly, then turns her eyes to the demon, and you see her eyes begin glowing red. And she stands up. The devil looks over at her. "You are not involved here. Leave," he says in common. And in her voice that seems to echo through every section of this inn, she looks at Lady Corrine and, "Lady Corrine, my thoughts and prayers are with you. I will be here for the wounded. That is all I am able to do." And Corrine kind of gives her a knowing nod and a kind of half-hearted smile. You see Lady Corrine has like suddenly kind of stepped just out of arm's reach of this devil as the angel walks away, and just out of sight of this, along with her bodyguard, turns, crosses her own arms, and watches what happens. The horned devil looks over at you all and just says, "Leave!"
Good son. I must tell you, you are a cunt, and you will die soon.
Throw my spear.
Okay. So as you say this, you go to heft your spear. Right as he raises his hand, and fire erupts out of his hand. I need everybody to go and roll initiative. There will be no surprise round. Before I do the rest of my initiatives, I need to go ahead and put all of these guys down. So, first off, this guy who is upstairs.
Ah. I did it again.
For initiative?
What?
I can roll that high on initiative.
It means he's gonna suck in combat.
No, it means something bad is going to happen because of you.
I apologize. There are 5 creatures around there, not 6.
I got 18. Is
5.
that close enough to what you did over there, Vince?
21.
Oh, silver fact.
I'm gonna need some more for this thing.
Look, boom, boom.
Okay.
He's like,
So this, we'll go ahead and get this started here real quick.
I know, right?
Why? Why is all my natural 20s on initiative?
Right? Okay, I have a whole bunch of initiatives to roll, so give me 1 minute.
2. Initiative. 1. Who do we want not going first?
You.
Flynn.
You're allowed to delay. Or ready, rather.
But Flynn would.
no.
Flynn would get that smile. Go for the wand.
Non-magical attacks.
Everything would
silver.
go to shit.
Ugh.
So what kind of creature was it?
Okay.
Devil. Horn.
Why aren't you going?
This is your fault. You're the people that sold their souls, and now you're trying to redeem them. Bunch of devil worshippers. You know, if this is the 80s, we just set them all on fire with the devil worshippers.
The devil's not
You
considered
were
magic.
tricked into it.
No.
That's different.
Okay,
Tricked.
so 20 to 25.
21.
21. So you, followed by you, followed by...
Oh, right. I got another initiative.
Oh, yeah, somebody roll for Rotmir, please.
14 plus his bonus.
His bonus is +2, so 16 for him. He has advantage on it.
16.
Okay, 16. Okay, so 20 to 25 was you, and you. Okay, so 21, right? Okay, 15 to 20.
I got 18.
Okay. So you got 18.
I had to call the dude out. It's my style.
Well, Dark already stepped up and like put his hand on his shoulder, so I mean,
Okay.
he's already been
10 to
forced to bitch
15?
out of something.
14.
14.
Oh, right. I'm an 11.
So
The
Perry,
chicken is slow.
followed by you guys.
No, Kyle's dice are slow.
Let's make one thing perfectly clear. It is the dice.
Plus 8 to initiative.
And I'm sorry, Arno. So you said 11.
Then 11, yeah.
Okay. 5 to 10.
Keep going.
Oh, and Rotmir was a 16. So Rotmir is before Perry. Okay. And what'd you roll?
A 4.
What'd you roll?
I rolled an 11.
Or yeah, Triswin rolled a 4. Okay, so pretty much. Okay, so you are actually going to be last because the rest of these things all tied the exact initiative of 6. So Triswin is going very last,
That's zero.
and that is going to be. But you guys managed to wait around long enough for all of the other people to leave. So initiative count 20 will be out of this fight. So, starting with the Horn Devil. This one here. So, okay. So we got the Horn Devil here. We have this creature here. We have this creature here. Now this creature, I know while he is bipedal, in reality he looks exactly like that, but he is a quadruped. He has 4 hooves, very short back end. That is the closest figure I could get, and I actually painted it up yesterday in about 2 hours just to have it ready for tonight. So we have the Horn Devil there. We have this one. This is the Bargura, which is part of her. She's actually right here, and the barmaid is back behind the bar during that. The rest of the locations are correct except for...
Throck is
Where are
next to
you?
Kareen because he put his hand on her shoulder.
Yeah, I'm looking for... There you are. So you are standing right there. Okay. All right. So
These three
these three have... They...
have left the building.
No, not yet, but they're about to. So I will actually add initiative 20 back into that count. All right. Okay. So the Horn Devil, looking at everything that's happening in front of him, he is going to go ahead and takes his fork in both hands and is going to jab once at Corrine, once at you, and then is going to, you are within 10 feet, and you called him a cunt, so he's going to try to hit you with his tail. So, don't know why combat's not working.
He's
but
trying to
let's
give you
see.
some tail.
Okay, so for Lady Corrine, that is going to be a miss, is a natural 2. Thraka, that is a 19 to hit.
I'm at 23 because my buff to
You
my armor.
managed to, you just, right as you're pulling out your shield, when you hear that word cunt get thrown out and you see the devil just, his eyes narrow, you pull your shield off your back and manage to pull it up just in time to knock the fork out of the, out from attacking you.
Fuck you, cunt!
The tail, he shifts his body and this tail lashes out and swings at you. That is a 16. 16 is a hit.
You're not going to miss me unless you roll a 1.
I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Advantage still?
No, you guys are. That has gone. That only lasted till noon the next day.
That's not that bad.
Unless you're a fey bird fucker.
23.
23. Okay. The wound that opens up across your chest burns like hellfire, and while you see it begin to bleed, you just kind of rub your clothes into it to try to staunch the wound, and manage to do so. You do take 10 points of piercing damage. That tail is incredibly dangerous, and he is then going to take a step back and yells, "Watch your jock!" And you see the others begin to surge forward. Flynn, where do you?
Blah, blah, blah. I am the light of Alondra, and you will abandon.
Oh dear God.
And
No, that's a part of the reason why you need to not go first.
quick and sickening radiance.
Okay, where?
Can I drop it somewhere in here and get all of it?
That will get. Well, that's not going to get all of them. It won't get any of these.
These.
But if you drop it here, you'll get 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you'll get all of them, but you will get them, and you will get. She will just be out. But you will get those three. Well, they're not combatants, so they're not technically enemies, so you can kind of. It doesn't say creatures, or it's enemies, correct? For sickening radiance?
I'm not sure.
Let's see. Let's see if it's creatures.
And then you wouldn't have gotten the.
It doesn't say enemies. It might just say creatures because I fried
Pretty sure, yeah.
people with it accidentally.
Yeah, huh? Keep telling yourself that.
Chicken.
Creature.
Okay, so it will get those three then. Do you still want to do it or no?
Yeah, shit happens when you party.
Okay.
Level 5.
All right, so we have the sickening radiance right there at level 5. Okay, it's at the start of their turn, correct? Or is it right now?
Whenever they first enter it, or at the start.
Of their turn. Okay, so on the start of their turn, that's.
Okay.
Yep, and they're pretty much all going to start their turn in it now. So that is your standard action. And that is going to put you into it too. So do you want to move out of it? Because you're right at the edge
Will
of
I
it.
count as starting my turn there?
No. And you're not. I would say you're not entering it either.
So I'm going to move out of it after
Okay.
I cast Blink on myself.
Okay, so you're going to cast. Well, Sickening Radiance is Blink is level 3.
Level 2. Blink is 2, or not Blink, sorry,
Mirror Image. Okay. And then where do you want to move?
Nope. Nope fish. Nope fish.
So you go and hop up onto the bar, turn around.
Get within
Okay.
melee range of this guy.
That is going to provoke an attack of opportunity from the Horned Devil. And natural 1.
Yay! It finally missed me! Suck it, Horn Devil!
Okay,
He stabbed
so
himself
that's
in the wiener.
so that's on you. That is your turn. Okay, so now is her turn. You see Lady Queen, she takes a step back. You see her close her eyes real tight, and she is now nothing more than a puff of mist. And I will replace her on the board for right now with that. Vince, do me a favor. There is a yellow container over on the table. If you can hand me one of the invisible people, that'll work better for her.
Oh, it's fine.
And she begins moving over here. No, she wants to stay out of the Sickening Radiance. So she's going to move this way, and she's going to stop right there.
Oh, it's another flim.
Any invisible one will do.
What did you expect?
That's kind of girl.
Okay.
Well, she's almost as charming as me, so.
Okay. And
Almost.
at initiative count 20, these three, go ahead and roll your damage, and then keep it rolled up for the turn.
For the turn, gotcha.
That's going to be 1 pass and 2 fails.
Just grabbing the right dice, and then we will have a damage for the turn. Alrighty. 30 damage.
30 damage. You have these two fall over dead. And this guy then turns and begins running. As he gets out of him, he's going to spend his reaction to swing at him with his great sword. And that's going to, his minimum damage is going to finish him off. So as he's running away, oh God, he throws his drum to the ground and starts running.
Don't take out
And
that matters for him.
oh, they took. So he took no damage.
No damage.
Okay, then let me roll his damage real quick from this guy. So 2d6.
Those two fuckers killed the band.
The music was kind of shitty.
Okay, so he needs to make a Constitution saving throw, and he fails. Okay, so as he runs the blade across his chest, he and starts limping away, but you see the wound is bleeding profusely. And he gets up to here and starts climbing these steps. The double move, he gets to right there, but you see he's slowing down more and more, and there's a clear blood trail following him. You hear this thing go and turns back to what's happening in there. You see the barmaid. She ducks under the bar for intents and purposes. We're going to remove her from the board. She just takes cover under that very well-made bar and closes her eyes, covers her ears, and prays to whatever God will listen. It is now this guy's turn, and he jumps up and screams something in a language you guys don't understand and charges at the horned devil. And he actually manages to hit it once, picks up a glaive from the other side of the bar, hops over, and attacks him. The first one going wide, but then he swings around and catches it right in the side. It rakes across the horned devil, but you just see it and smile at the bearded devil. Thraka, we are to you.
Okay.
You can get up to one of the ones outside and keep it where it's at so it keeps eating the light of awful. That might help.
Up to you. And I will sit back down so people can see my beautiful, beautiful face.
So what are these two fuckers?
Okay, so those guys, I wanted to tell you guys the difference. Okay, so these three here are orcs. This one over here on this side and this one over here on this side appear to be human. And I will actually change this guy out just for this, so we don't get confused. Matter of fact, I actually have some guys for this stuff.
He has betrayed the clan. He follows the foul one. He will smite it.
So I'm going to step outside along the edge of the, because I don't know, where is the edge of this radiance bullshit that he spams?
Give me 1 sec.
Because he spams it a lot. It is spam.
Okay, so I will replace these two with these guys. That way we can tell very easily. These are the same type of human and various different race people that you've run into before that seem to work very well in concert and have that poisonous spittle that they spit at you. These others are orcs that you have never come up against. The radiance actually covers right here where the bearded devil just ran into.
Parker's going to step right outside the radiance, and
that'll keep you right here, will keep you right outside the radiance. And that puts you within melee range of this one right here.
Can I do an attack following a persuasion attempt?
Following a what?
Persuasion attempt.
No, if you want to do a persuasion and intimidation, that's your action.
I'm going to try that first.
And the bearded devil will enter it. So, 19 plus.
Thraka's going to tell them in orc. He's just going to be like, brothers, fuck the big spiky dude in the sky. This is not what you want. You don't want a part of this. Go home and live with your clan.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Do I get any bonus for speaking in their home language? No? 16 plus 5 is 21.
21?
Plus another one is 22.
Okay. These creatures, as you're talking to this orc, you've heard tales of the blood fury that orcs have, and the original clans of the orcs that fought against the quarry and against the aberrations of Zoriat, how they would enter these blood frenzies and how loyal they were. And you get that, you look at this one and you can see, you don't think you can turn him. But he does seem very much, doesn't seem like he wants to go after you specifically. So I'll give you for such a good attempt. If he attacks you, he's going to have disadvantage on his attacks for the next round. But it seems like his loyalty is what's propelling him forward, and nothing else.
Okay.
You still have the rest of your move in your bonus action if you want to take it. Remember, you can use your samurai feature. You still have one more use of it today. If you want to use that, it doesn't happen until your next attack, so it's up to you.
I'm not going to use it right now because that'd be a waste right now because I have other bonus actions I could do. Just
okay. So what bonus action do you want to do?
Since he's kind of up against a much bigger foe, I'm going to cast Guidance.
On yourself? Oh, Guidance is a standard action.
It's an action, okay, so just bear with me. It's been a week. I'm going to Shield of Faith myself since I'm already at 23 from my already buffing my own armor from the thing.
Okay, the Shield of Faith won't... it doesn't stack with your ability to add a magical thing. But so you'd get the Shield of Faith, which would put you to do a 24.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was trying to push up.
So it wouldn't put you at 25. It'd put you at 24. It'd override the other +1.
That's
so
fine.
It's up to you. That's fine? Okay. So that's your bonus action, standard action. You going to use the rest of your move or no?
Wait, I was already at a 24?
Yeah. No, you were at a 23.
So yeah, I'll buff up to 24.
Yep. So that's it for you, correct?
And then I'm just going to stay there because, like, because I'm kind of in the way right now. And just, I'm there, It's like...
Then it is going to be this guy's turn. And this guy is going to go ahead. This guy. He is going to go ahead and you see him blink out of existence and reappears in front of you two. And sees you picking up the spear, ready to throw it at the Horned Devil. He is going to use the second part of his multi-attack to attack you. That is a 27 to hit.
I'm sorry, that's too high.
I need a Constitution saving throw, please. Remember, you don't have disadvantage currently.
Well, the saving throws weren't a disadvantage anyway.
Well, no, remember, your standard con save, you have disadvantage.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
I just rolled a natural 3. I'm sure that passes.
Okay, so that is 15 slashing damage, and you have, we're going to use these for it for now. You are openly bleeding.
Did he pass his save?
And let me see with him. Nope, that is a natural 1, so he did not pass his save. So 30 damage, correct?
And level 1 exhaustion.
He's immune to exhaustion. Most demons and devils are immune to exhaustion.
Not
all. Yeah, not all.
And it's radiant. So
Yeah.
Hopefully they're not immune to light.
To light. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong.
Is he a demon or a devil?
This one does not appear to be either.
Oh, great. Is he a demon?
That is 30 damage to him, so that brings him down to that. Okay, that is going to go ahead and end his turn. He still has move action, but he's not going to... oh, sorry, hold on a sec. He has advantage versus magic. I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Yay, a 2.
Rotmir, where do you?
All right. Rotmir is going to move up to the edge of the radiance.
That'll put him in the radiance.
What about there?
So he's still in the radiance.
What about there?
Yep. The radiance ends in that line right there.
All right. So he's going to move up over here.
So he's going to run right past. He runs through the mist of her, and for as he passes through.
He's going to take his swings at her. He's got 3 attacks.
He has 3 attacks.
All right. So that is going to be a 14 plus.
I think he has plus 10 to hit.
So,
Yeah, plus 10.
So that's going to be a 24, a 20, and a 16.
It's on Amarith. Okay, all 3 will hit.
So D8 plus D6, correct?
Yep.
So first one is going to be 1 hammer, so 6 hammer and 2 cold. 6 hammer and 5 cold.
Okay, hold on 1 sec. 6 hammer and 2 cold. Okay.
And 7 hammer and 6 cold.
So is this guy not a fiend of any kind? What does he look like? The one that just went up.
Hold on. He looks exactly like that.
I'm going to go ahead and action surge.
Oh, give me, what was the other one too? The other attack?
6 and 2.
6 and 2? Okay. Got it. Go ahead.
Action surge. That's going to be a crit, a 15, and I don't think a 12 hits.
12 does not hit.
So, crit is going
Oh, and here, I want to, now that this is happening, I want to clarify crits for you guys. All dice rolled for the attack are maxed. Weapon dice or spell dice are rolled again. So extra dice aren't re-rolled. Weapon dice and spell dice, when sneak attack counts as weapon dice. Okay, so those are rolled again. Okay, so keep that in mind.
So the crit is going to be 15 hammer and 6 gold.
Okay.
And the other attack is, 20 hammer and 6 gold.
Okay, got it.
And the other attack is going to be 7 hammer and 5 gold.
Okay. As the cold radiance is crackling against its skin, it doesn't seem to be doing as much as it normally does. But that was a very good turn. As Rotmir just rushes forward, slams his shield into the creature, it takes a step back. Its hooves almost coming out from under it, and he just furiously swinging at it. Bam, 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 bam. It manages to take drop it to one of its legs out from under it and smashes it right in the knee. And you all can hear bone cracking as the creature. But you see fire rage in its eyes as it readies itself back up. Perry, where do you?
Hey, I'm going to level my rifle at the demon.
Okay.
And fire. Oh, Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark?
Bonus action, Hunter's Mark.
On which one?
The demon.
You got to be more specific.
Disadvantage come.
The one who was doing all the talking.
Because that's not a demon.
Okay, I'm sorry. The one who's doing all the talking.
Okay.
So let me get that out.
Just leave him there for now.
Okay. And then, level my rifle and shoot at him. And does a 24 hit?
24 does hit.
Okay. So that is 6.
Now down to 2 players.
What happened?
My sister decided to down too much cream of tartar, and I have to go to the emergency room, and I have to go watch an infant.
Okay.
Okay, somebody will get you will take care of it. But
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
let us know everything's okay, alright?
Hey.
14 magical piercing plus 3, so that's 17. And I'm going to be using the grasping shot. So that's an extra 2d6 poison damage. That is 7.
7 what?
Poison damage.
The poison damage appears to do nothing to him.
Okay. But now its speed is reduced by 10 feet, and it takes 2d6 slashing for the first time it moves every turn more than a foot.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take my second shot at it.
Go ahead.
That's a 2.
That is a misfire.
So I'm going to, at that point, run and hurdle
Now, let me see this one real
over the
quick.
bar, if I can.
This is a very complicated combat. No, you're fine. You were out of this thing's reach. So you're going to go where?
Over the bar.
Over the
Over the
bar.
bar? Okay, so you go and hop over the bar. Okay.
It's a very funny little man. You attracts attention.
Sorry, people. I keep doing that. So that
And
is a
then-
bad idea to have that right there. I'm going to have to
Action
leave it on
surge?
me. Okay.
Wait. Do I need a... No, I can take an action surge.
You can't. It takes no action.
Okay. So do the action surge.
Okay.
So do the Tinker's checked. 19 plus 11.
So you managed to clear out the round.
And then I'm going to take another shot at him.
Okay.
Well, at least it's a 4. 17?
17 does not hit. It cracks against his armor and bounces off, shattering into the wall of this amphitheater. And you just kind of grimace for a second as you see the cracks spread a little bit. and you realize just how old this building is. Okay, so now we are to these guys. So all three of these need to make their saving throws. Okay.
I have
so that
space.
is one pass. It is 19, right? And it's a con?
19 on a con.
Okay, so that's definitely a pass. The other one, 18 and 17, so 2 fails.
30 damage and level 1 exhaustion.
Okay, so let me put that, because these guys can be exhausted. All right, so this one here, knowing he's is going to shirk around to try to get out of the shit, and then he is going to attack you twice with disadvantage on both attacks.
Okay.
Seems very half-hearted in his attempt for a 15.
Nope.
And then tries to sink his tusks into you. That is a 17.
No.
Next round he will no longer be what's called he will no longer have the disadvantage. This one is going to join him and try to gang up on you, seeing how you're a fellow orc. First attack on him is going to be a 26. Second
Hits.
attack is a 9.
The first one hits, the second one doesn't.
Okay, so the great sword hits, but the bite misses. So the great sword, max damage. That is 16 points of slashing damage. Then this one here, he is going to rush in, and he's going to try to get out of the shit too.
You said 16, right?
16, and he is going to attack the bearded devil, and hits the bearded devil twice. So let me bring up your HP real quick, bearded devil.
Good thing for him, I'm not a Tempest cleric.
That is... Ouch. Bearded Devil takes a couple of big hits and seems like he is reeling.
Don't die. I liked him. He gave me beer.
So that ends their turn. So now we are to Arnos. So Arnos initially wanted to throw his spear, but now he has... Arnos takes 5 points of damage at the beginning of his turn. Yes.
Okay. And let's use...
Just for flavor, though, as they fucking do that to Thraka and he actually gets hit, since he's obviously much bigger than those two, he just yells...
You're a little bigger. Like, you're not much... They're full-blooded orcs, as opposed to you being a half-orc. You're just a really big half-orc.
Yeah.
These guys are, like, average-size orcs. But they're built.
He fucking yells down at the one that hits him. He's like, I'm trying to reason with you, you little cunt. You know, just like...
It's a +1 spear.
+1 spear?
Yeah.
So,
I can do it. What do we need?
plus 11 to hit.
That
16.
is 16?
16 on the one in front of him, correct?
Yes.
16 is going to be a miss.
Okay. He doesn't have a secondary attack?
He has 2 attacks around.
Okay, so
And then he has martial arts, if you want to spend key points.
how many key points?
It's 1, yeah.
Okay. So that's a 16 plus 11?
That is a hit.
So
Now, you have to decide, are you going to spend your bonus action instead to activate the spear with him?
yeah.
Okay, so roll damage. And
Is what?
the Spear of the Desert Wind is there. It's on his item cards. No, it's on his item cards. It is a artifact, so.
It's a Shank of Destiny up in the top left.
So damage.
Two. And it's a +1 short spear that does an extra d6 fire damage.
Okay, roll the fire damage.
So,
So that's, I don't know.
Roll the fire damage.
D6.
D6 fire damage.
Okay.
I got it, Sonny.
Thank you. 5.
No worries.
Okay.
So,
Does he apply dex to the short spear?
Yes, he does.
So, +2.
Okay.
So it's,
All right, and then now, what does it say? What do I have to make?
5 spear, DC 20, strength save.
It is restrained, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so it is now restrained, and I will put this blue thing on here so that way we know he is restrained. He cannot move from where he stands. So, as being restrained, his speed is 0. Attack rolls against him have advantage, and its attack rolls have disadvantage, and he automatically has disadvantage on dexterity saving
If
throws.
he's a fiend or aberration demon, he has disadvantage on that save.
Yeah, he failed anyway.
Just
Yeah, but he is a fiend, yes. Okay, so that ends Arnos' turn, correct? Are you going to move?
no.
No? Okay.
Is
So
he
now,
inside, well, is he inside the sicking radius?
Yes.
uh,
isn't, the demon is.
yeah, the demon is, Arnos is not. Yeah, none of you two are not. Now this guy is going to squeeze. That takes 10, 20, 30.
He's a
Put
big
him
boy.
there. And he's got plenty of movement left, so he's going to go ahead and go bam, bam.
He's fast as
Him
fuck,
right
boy.
there. And he is going to attack the little guy.
Yeah, big man, smash him like it.
And he makes 3 attacks. And
Ooh.
misses 3 times. Didn't roll above a 6. So the ape-like creature comes out and tries to smash this tribesman. And the tribesman, without a stitch of fear on his face, dances around. Its meaty fist smashing into the ground around it. Now it is this thing's turn. And this thing does not like what Thraka just did to him. But he doesn't have a better target. So he is going to go ahead.
What'd I do to him?
Actually, he's got a really good series of targets there. So I need Rotmir, Flynn, and Perry to roll dexterity saving throw, please.
Even with me behind the bar, hiding behind the bar?
Yep.
So, Rotmir is going to be a
I just asked
Wow.
him if there's a problem.
12,
That is a lot of ones. Damn, that's a lot of ones. Okay.
and Flynn is going to be a 20.
Okay. And what'd you roll, Perry?
21.
21? Okay, so Flynn and Perry, you both take 15 points of lightning damage. And
Again.
Rotmir takes 30 points of lightning damage.
What was this?
Lightning. This thing creates a
Which thing?
this one here.
well, you
It-
said I did something to it. Whatever.
no,
It's like-
Rotmir. Rotmir.
Okay.
He picks up. He raises a lance created entirely of electricity and throws it. A 10-foot wide line of electrical energy erupts out from it, smashing into the back wall of this place. Cracks form, and you guys feel that electrical energy surge through you.
Ah, see, there's why there was electrical resistant armor
Then
for Rotmir.
he is going to go ahead and call. That's going to be his turn. So now these guys.
This feels familiar.
This guy is going to go ahead, run into here, and he's going to get right in behind Triswin. This one is going to come up, and it is going to go after that Balagura. So the one on
Did we buy that
Triswin.
armor, though?
I'm sorry?
Did we buy that armor? The blue?
Yes, but nobody's currently wearing it.
Okay.
Triswin, this guy has advantage on you because he has an enemy adjacent. So Triswin, that is a 22.
Yes.
And Triswin, that is a 17.
No.
Okay, so you take 7 points of piercing damage from that bone sword. And you take 11 points of acid damage. The Balgura, he has enemies adjacent to it, so that's a hit. And that's a natural 20. So the Balgura is going to pull him up real fast. Okay, so the Balgura is, oh, that's not good. So
We're all
that
gonna die.
is
Yeah, obviously
6,
it's
12,
fine.
18, 24,
You made it.
27, 31,
Again.
and
I may just
31,
wash up in a little
35.
shoal of amnesia.
35,
Again.
Again.
What was that, Cancun?
48
Yeah, something like that.
points of damage to that guy.
Go Marauders, knows half the country, folk. Most of them are.
Yeah, you guys see that ape-like creature, you hear it as this tribesman just begins to wail on it, sticking it with that bone sword a couple of times. And
Does
you
that
see it
count as
just...
an ally?
Huh?
Does that count as an ally?
The Balgura? No, it's not your ally. The Bearded Devil's not your ally, the Balgura's not your ally, and she's not your ally.
Okay.
That ends their turn. Triswin, we're to you.
Okay. Let's do this shit. Okay, that is.
The restrained one, since he can't get out.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm doing. Bonus action first.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Hex on the one that is restrained by Arnos,
Okay.
and disadvantage on con saves.
On con? Okay.
On con.
Man, he's just getting all sorts of shit thrown at him. He got stuck with the spear. Now someone's like
And then
doing the evil eye at him.
He's in a bad position.
Welcome to the full power of this operational rape stock.
And then let's start with the raping.
Slimy, slimy.
Why do I suddenly have this vision of the German
And you
dungeon?
said I have advantage, right?
You have advantage because it is restrained.
Let's see if I'm going to pop a smite on it.
And on the spear, it has to take an action, correct?
On the spear?
Yeah.
And...
Just go and roll your stuff. Go and roll your stuff.
I got it.
I
Roll
know,
your
I'm
stuff.
just handing it.
These things are...
Bro,
Just so I know how it can break out.
Christian James does not say anything.
Then it has to take an action to do it.
I love that feat. Alright, so that is... And will pop up smite,
Okay.
level 1.
So 2d8.
It's a fiend, right?
It is a fiend. So an extra d8.
Yep. Fuck. Alright.
17 on the smite.
Oh, yeah. 17, 18, 19 radiant damage. And
11
then,
weapon damage.
yep, 11 weapon damage.
So 30 damage total.
Well, plus your strength bonus.
Did you have that one?
So 34.
So 15 plus your strength bonus.
15 plus, yeah.
Which is
So
plus
19.
4.
19.
So plus 2 for the hammer. So 21.
Weapon, 21 weapon and 17 smite.
And remember, it is silver. It is everything.
Yep. Yes, that one is silver.
It is an everything.
And adamantine.
Yep, let's do the
Uh,
first one. Yeah, that was the first attack.
First attack. Roll your second attack. You raise your hammer and you smash this creature as it's trying to pull against the spear that is now seems it's strange. The spear isn't that large, but it seems to be holding this creature completely in place.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
18 weapon, 7 smite. So 24 weapon, 7 smite.
So 31 total.
Damn!
You raise your hammer again and smash into it. You hear bone and skin breaking, blood, brackish black blood oozing from its wound and splattering onto the ground as it... Triswin, that ends your turn, correct?
That is all of my actions, yeah.
Okay, so you still have movement if you want to take it.
Shit.
It's not dead. Finish it.
No.
Okay, so back to the Horned Devil. So the Horned Devil with its... it has advantage, so it passes with it's con, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 31, yeah. I'm sorry, 29. Seeing that there, he's going to go ahead and take the attack of opportunity, and he's going to come... Actually, no. He's going to come right here. He takes how much damage?
2d6 slashing.
Going to roll it?
7.
7? Okay.
You could do math.
Alrighty. I can't apparently because I just wrote the wrong number. Okay, so he moves up right there. He is going to go ahead and with his hand that is still on fire, and that should put him out of the radiance, correct? No, he's going to move until he's out of the radiance because he doesn't want to be in the radiance. So
It's
he's going to move
sickening.
there. So he's actually, now that he sees Arnos without a weapon, he is instead going to go ahead and swing at Arnos twice. Arnos, that is a 24 and a 21.
Yes.
I need, nope, neither of those, but Rotmir's going to have to, so give me a sec. That is 16 piercing damage and 15 piercing damage.
No,
So that's 31 damage. And then Rotmir, that is a 25 to hit.
It is.
I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
That is a
This is not poison, so he does not get it.
17.
17? 17 is what he needed. So he takes 11 points of piercing damage, minus 3, because he has heavy armor master. So he takes 8.
And don't worry about math, David. We're all in the army, so you know
That
math's
is
not our strong point.
So that is good there. Flynn, we're back to you.
Should I keep the radiance up or should I switch to something a little more powerful?
I already have the... Whatever you do,
Con's gonna matter. So switch to something more powerful.
I'm outside of range of it for once, so go ham.
You're never outside of range with me.
Scheiß!
Just please do not fry us, because
You know, I asked that multiple times and I still lost my hair, so that's cute.
We're gonna go ahead and drop the Sickening Radiance and switch to
Bloop.
Sunbeam.
Okay.
Oh, I hate that shit.
it's not going to affect us, right?
No, I can draw a line through those two without hitting any of you.
So you're going to do which two?
The big uglies.
So these two?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get them both.
Edward Cullen
So
uses
that is
Hyper
dexterity
Beam!
saving throws, correct?
Con saves.
Con saves?
Con saves.
Okay, so the the horned demon has advantage. So and that's con, right?
Yeah.
That's 23. And then the other guy has disadvantage on con saving throws, so that negates his magic resistance. And so that is a natural 18, so he fails.
Excellent.
So the horn, how much damage?
It's going to be half damage for the one that passed, and
Yep.
full damage, and he's blinded.
Yes, he is. And he is not immune to blind, so he is blinded.
Suck it. Alrighty, that's going to be 10, 23 damage.
23 damage? Okay, so that drops him down. So 23 is 16. So drops him to that, and drops him to that. And he...
He's stocking up with the mark.
He's just had a bad fucking day.
He's having a bad fucking day. So you moved, you did that, and then...
Quick and guiding bolt on Big Ugly Nasty.
Okay. On which one? The Horn Devil? Okay.
25 to hit,
25 is a hit.
and I never used this shit.
I've never seen 3 of those fucking rings on any model at one time until
We
today.
used- in 4th edition, we used to use these magnets, and we get people like that many magnets on them at a time. It's hilarious.
You know we're in trouble when I'm using 10 damage.
10 damage? Okay.
Whoever swings at the Horn Devil next has advantage.
Alrighty.
You know we're in some,
Does that include, shots?
the very next attack.
So
We'll
she
see who does the
is...
next attack.
You see this mist suddenly change places, and it goes and envelops this guy. And as it does, he's... And just stops there. Like he's asleep on his feet. This guy
Did she
falls
just
over
chloroform
at
him?
the start of his turn, falls over dead. As his wound is just spurting blood onto the ground. You guys, as the lightning bolt slams into the bar, preventing her from taking any damage, but you hear the barmaid scream.
It's okay. I got you,
The
lass.
bearded devil, now not in the radiance, turns to the one behind him and has advantage on the attacks, hits, and still misses a 4 and a 5. But that at least does some damage to him. And he has taken some damage before. So that drops him down to that. He is not messing around. I'm going to make sure. Yeah, 2 attacks. Okay. Alrighty. Thraka, we're over to you.
Okay, so Thraka's tried the diplomatic way, which is really about... This is about as diplomatic as half-orcs get because he's half of whatever the hell they are. So he's just going to be like, okay, you cunts want to hit me after I try to talk to you. I don't care if you got the blood rage. I'm going to beat your ass. And he turns around and, I can't remember, did I use action surge last time or did I get a rest? Let me check.
No, you got a long rest or a short rest.
Short rest, sir.
Yeah, you got traction surge back.
I got mine back, so you
Yeah.
can go back.
Yeah, you guys have taken a short rest. When you guys were here, you took a short rest.
Okay, cool. So, first attack, since I get to use that once per turn, extra D8 of fire damage.
Anytime you hit, once per turn, you do an extra D8 fire damage. And you don't do anything to do it.
So-
All you got to do is hit.
So, popping my last for the day,
I put that
samurai.
on the wrong guy. This is the only one that
Advantage
failed.
on the attack.
Yes, and then I get 5 health back. So it
Yeah, you
puts-
get 5 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and roll to hit with advantage.
First one, 1, definitely not. Second one, 14 plus 9,
23 is a hit.
23 is a hit, and then that's-
Damage, please.
So
They're not within 5 feet.
So that's D8 for the
Yep,
special.
and another D8.
So then I think my hammer does D8
Yep. So it's 2d8 plus 4.
off the first one.
Not the D4.
No, not the d4, just the 4. Just plus 4.
8 plus 4 is 12.
So 12 damage to him for the first attack. Second attack?
I don't like go one board.
6, and then...
Oh, you don't have advantage on the
Oh.
second attack. It's only the
So
one attack.
6 plus 9 is 15.
15 is a hit.
Oh.
Damage.
Is he naked?
No, but he is wearing furs, and these guys just attack. They're berserkers.
And I don't get my fire thing again, do
Nope.
I? No. So just
So D8
1d8
plus
plus 4. 5.
So 5 damage total.
So 5 plus...
4 is 9.
Yeah.
So, okay, now do you want to action surge?
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay, so roll to hit.
14 plus...
Hit.
Yeah. D8 plus 4, 5, 9.
9 again. Okay, and last attack.
9 plus 9 is 18.
That is a hit. Damage.
2 plus 4 is 6.
Alrighty. You just start wailing on this guy with your warhammer, and with every attack, blood is exploding from his body. He coughs up a spat of blood as it hits the ground, and just you can see that rage keeping him going as he just and redoubles his efforts against you.
Well,
So-
Thraka's cussing the whole time too because he's pissed. Why don't you go away when I tell you?
Now this guy who is blind, restrained, and and has your hex, he stops for a moment, mutters an arcane word.
I'm going to mutter an arcane word.
At what level?
Third, I need the arcana check.
Third level?
Yeah.
No, you don't. But you lose a spell. And he but he actually can't really sense because he's blind. No, he can feel the magical essence pulled away from him. So he and it takes a standard action for him to try to get out of the spear. So he's just there. Rotmir followed by Perry.
You could say he got flinned.
So, Rossy's going to take 3 attacks on that big ugly bastard.
Okay, same guy who's been attacking. All right.
So that one's going to miss, but a 21 and a 23.
Both of those hit. Damage, please, on both of those.
And D8 plus 5 plus D6 gold. So that's going to be 12, 17, 27 damage.
Split it up for me,
5 of it
please.
is cold.
5 of it is cold? Okay.
So 22 regular and 5 gold.
Okay. So this thing is looking like it's hurt pretty bad, but the cold damage just doesn't seem to be affecting
He's
it
going
too
to throw
much.
Unwavering Mark on that thing and then scoot over to be adjacent to Arno. So I guess that
right
needs
here.
to get an attack.
Yep, so that guy will get an attack of opportunity. And that is a natural 20.
Ouch.
So that is going to be... So that is 9 plus 11 is... Or 9 plus 2, that's 11 plus 6, 18, 20. So that is 11 piercing damage, so 8 piercing damage, and 18 acid damage.
Okay, so 26.
And he still has a... Oh no, he threw Unwavering Mark, so he's got the bonus. Okay, cool. So Perry, where do you?
Hi. Well, I am going to take... No one's hit him yet, right?
Just you. Just you and the bearded
Well, I
devil.
mean, since he's...
Oh, he's hit him with the one thing. No, you have advantage on the attack.
Okay, then I'll take the advantage.
Okay.
With the sniper shot.
Okay, with sniper shot. Okay, so -5. Go ahead.
So that is a 17.
17 misses. Sorry, man. But the radiant aura around it fades away.
Don't pay. I have them all.
Reload.
Reload. Any other actions? Oh, I am dumb. Real quick. Oh no, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I'm good to go. I'm good to go. I'm doing right. I'm doing right. Okay. So no other actions?
I'm gonna kind of duck down behind the bar, and I'm gonna reload with the adamantine. Oh, let's just leave that there.
Can you move your hex?
And then just tell the barmaid, it's okay, I got you.
Okay. And she's just, ah! Especially with your, like her, that's ringing in her ears, and you start, I'll save you. She's looking like, you're like, what? Mop. Mop. Okay, so now it is their turn. So this guy is going to go ahead, and he is incapacitated. So he's not doing anything. The other two, though, are going to attack you. Both of them are coming against you as much as they can. So the first one, that is going to be an 18 and a 9.
Nope.
The second one, that is going to be a 25 and a 10.
25 hits.
Okay, so
barely.
So the great sword hits. So that is 9 slashing damage from him. And now that they don't see that sickening radiance up, they're actually going to be a little smarter and start flanking you. After the fact, Arnos.
Alright, so Arnos is going to
No.
do...
I got this.
What is it to pull out the sun sword?
Nothing. It's part of a move action.
So pull out the sun sword, Hunter.
But engaging it does take a bonus action.
It does take one.
Yes.
Can you do 2 bonus actions?
Nope.
No.
Damn. So it's either Hunter's Mark or...
Yes.
Sun sword.
So sun sword.
Okay.
Alright, so he'll engage the sun sword and attack that dude.
You're shaking. Green one? Okay.
Yeah, the big dude.
Okay.
He who's being raped.
The
Yeah.
one who's
The one who's
blinded.
blinded.
Yeah, he who is being Me Too'd.
Okay. And you said 2 attacks per round, right?
Don't forget
Yes.
the pound sign.
That is a...
First attack.
That is a 24.
24 is a hit. And damage?
10.
Roll another d8.
Another D8?
Yep, no, yeah, roll another d8.
7.
7, so total. And then plus 3.
Plus
12 plus.
Oh, plus 5,
plus
sorry.
5. Yeah.
17.
17.
17 damage. He's not looking good.
And second attack.
His mirror image did not go off, so.
Okay.
21
So we'll take the 21 to hit.
Okay,
and the...
eight
shit damage.
He
8.
stabs this thing right in the throat with the sun sword, and it goes to grab at the blade, severing its fingers from its hand as it tries to, and it just. But instead of its body fading away, you see it start to burn. A flame starting from its head, it burns down to its stomach. After a few moments, there is nothing left but the lower half of its body and ash that is filtering through the air. It was unable to return to its own plane, and it has died the final death. Because of that, I'm going to go ahead and mark these 4 spaces real quick are difficult terrain with the size of its body.
Ooh, spell components.
Okay, so those 4 spaces are difficult terrain. Arnos, you still have a move action, but you do have the Horned Devil, unless you want to move. Oh, start of his turn, he takes 5 damage.
He takes 5 damage?
Yes.
Okay, so let's have it. Where do you want him to move?
Flank the Horned Devil.
Okay, I'll have him flank the Horned Devil. So have him just move around.
So he's going to move around. Alrighty.
It'll spear that bastard.
Well,
Oh, he'd have to, instead then he'd have to retrieve the spear.
Yeah,
then
retrieve
I'll have
the
him
spear.
retrieve
Okay,
the
so
spear.
he's going to stay where he is. He'll retrieve the spear on his next turn because it takes him an action to pick it up.
Yeah.
And because he has to spend it's an action to pick it up and return it back to its previous form. Because he can't carry it really when
Does
it's
he
activated.
Use it two-handed in order to stab?
No, it's a short spear. He can
Okay.
use it one-handed.
Okay,
Yeah.
now I'm just making sure.
But
that
if he
the
uses it
object-
two-handed, he does more damage. Instead of a d6, it's a d8. So it's up to you on how you use it.
One-handed, that way you can activate and have the sun sword.
Yeah, and he can,
That's what I was saying.
yeah.
I'm just making sure.
Because he still has he still has a sun sword in his hand.
Yeah.
So that ends Arnos' turn. So this Balgura is getting the crap kicked out of him, but it is loyal. So it is gonna turn and it sees Rotmir pounding on that big thing. So it turns from the little guy and is gonna try to swing at that big one. Damn. Well, 17 does hit, but the 9 and the 13 miss. But that is going to be, 12 points of bludgeoning damage. So that one is looking very, very hurt. It is not having a good day. Let's see if its ability recharges. It does. But is there anywhere that he wants to use it? Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. So I need a saving throw from Rotmir, Arnos, and Triswin.
Rotmir is a
With
17.
what?
Dex. It's a lightning bolt.
That's better. 14, 19, 23.
Oh.
33. Okay. Okay, so Arnos.
24 for Arnos, and you said Dex.
Okay, so he takes no damage.
7 for Tristan.
That is 41 lightning damage.
Fuck.
And Rotmir, 20. That is.
He got a 17.
Yeah.
So he takes 20 damage.
So he takes 20 damage.
I remember the number from last time.
I have a
Since it was
question.
the same number.
Yeah, he passed. And then that is going. It's not going to move because it sees this dwarf is still riding onto his, just up in his face. So that ends his turn. Now it is the tribesman, and the tribesman, now that it no longer has an enemy flanking with you, it's going to squeeze through, and it's going to keep its. Now it's going to attack. No, it's actually squeezing behind you. It's just it's hard for me to move the figure there. There's not enough space, and it's going to attack Arnos because it wants the advantage. Yeah, it's trying to kill Arnos. But that is a natural 1 and a 4 for an 11.
Okay.
A natural 1 and a 5. So that is 11 and a 12.
No.
Does it chop off its own foot?
If it had, one thing that I am going to do with the with natural ones, something is going to happen with natural ones now.
I love that.
Yeah, something's going to start happening with now. Okay? So, but we'll get to that. I'll let you guys know when that happens, when they actually roll a natural 1. The other one is going to continue to attack the Barlugra, and he has advantage on those. Man. Damn. Okay, so he needs damage. And he's not immune to acid at all. No, he's not. So that's... The Barlugra, it falls to the ground. Acid burning up its flesh, and then it winks out of existence. All of you hear a psychic cry enter your mind, like one of sorrow and pain. Triswin, we are to you.
Alright, so I'm going to move my hex.
Okay.
To that dude right there.
So your hex is
You know,
this one?
that's a lovely thing.
The horn demon? Okay.
I'll do that with that.
And what,
Con again?
Connie.
okay, so con it is.
Sunbeam's up for the next 10 minutes, so.
Okay, cool. Do I need to move?
Smash
someone?
that tribesman.
What tribesman?
The one that's behind you that just wandered
Okay.
around us.
You are in range of it.
I will attack that thing.
Okay,
So
go
I
ahead.
don't have advantage on that.
You do not have advantage on that one.
That is a 22.
22 is a hit.
What's your bonus?
4. Sorry.
It's including the hammer damage bonus?
No, 6, sorry.
So it's going to be 13 weapon and 8 divine.
13 weapon and 8 divine.
21 total.
Okay.
First attack.
The next attack.
Is it looking really bad?
This is the first attack it's taken.
Does a 14 hit?
14 does not hit. It's wielding a shield, and it knocks your hammer strike out of the way and grins at you. That's going to end the round, and we are back now to the Horned Devil's turn. And one thing that I have been forgetting to do, so I'm going to go ahead and do it on the Horned Devil's turn now. Arnos and Rotmir both take 5 points of fire damage. So Rotmir has resistance, so that is 2 fire damage. And I need to remember that, because I really need to remember that. Okay. No, that hasn't mattered. That's why I haven't thought about it, because it hasn't mattered. Okay, cool. So it is going to go ahead, and it doesn't like you sunbeaming it. It's not going to move where it is, because it doesn't want to provoke a bunch of attacks of opportunity. So it's going to take 2 of its attacks, and it's going to hurl flame at you.
Okay.
That is a 25 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. So you have 2 clones left. And it's going to spend its other attack with its fork on Rotmir. Rotmir, that is a 23 to hit.
That matches up.
Okay, so that is 8, so that is 14 plus 6 is 20, so 17 piercing damage. And that is going to end its turn. Flynn, you are up.
That's all you have, little devil? Don't pay. I have something special for you. Sunbeam through the 2 demons.
Okay, it will hit Rotmir though.
Is there any way I can wiggle it without hitting Rotmir?
Because there's a wall there, so you're trying to shoot through the space to hit both
That
of
dude's
them.
restrained, right?
He's what's it called unconscious.
He's having a bad day.
Yeah.
That's all I care about. So we'll go through the tribesmen and Rotmir.
Okay.
Not
Yeah,
Rotmir,
'cause,
tribesmen and the bearded devil.
Because Kareen chloroformed him earlier.
Okay. So the Horn Devil and the tribesman. Okay.
Yes.
So with your thing, you're negating his advantage. So it's a straight roll. That's still a 20, so it's going to be half damage. The other guy fails. Tribesman fails. This is going to be the first one damage that he's taken. So he takes.
blinded.
So he takes 35, and he's blinded. It's until the beginning of your next turn, correct?
Yep.
So let me pull that. Okay.
And it's 17 to the devil.
So 17 to him. So that is okay. That is your move. You still have a bonus action.
I still have
and-
standard action. That's my bonus action to beam.
Oh, it's your bonus action to be with Sunbeam?
Yeah, because it's up. It might be my standard.
I think it's your standard.
Yeah, it doesn't say. So, can I flip the coin to parry as a bonus action?
Hold on one second.
What's the coin do?
Action. It's my standard.
Yeah, it's your standard action. Yep, as an action.
Can I
Yep.
flip my coin to parry as a bonus?
No, that's so it has to be done in the combat.
Okay, it has to be done out of combat.
Yeah.
So, bonus action,
Yeah, like there's a whispered prayer and there's like concentration that has to be done to actually do it.
there's lots of unpleasantness.
Yep.
I'm going to burn 3 sorcery points to grab a level 2 spell slot.
Okay. So you now have another level 2 spell slot. And you're almost out of
I'm out of sorcery.
oh, you're out of sorcery point. Okay, cool.
That was the last 3 spell points.
So she is gonna stay right where she is. And you hear a voice in your head. Stop destroying my place! And the barmaid is still screaming at the top of her lungs. Bearded Devil is going to keep going after this guy. That is a natural 20. All right. Bearded Devil finally got 2 hits.
Can I even hear her over my rifle?
Okay, so yeah, you hear in between blast of your rifle. That's all you hear. Okay, so that drops him down to. He is actually looking pretty hurt. That crit actually did some decent damage to him. Thraka, we're now to you. It's going to be Rotmir after that.
I got you. I know what Rotmir is.
Looking at spells real quick, because I got my spells back, right, from the rest.
No,
No?
no.
Oh, I don't have a lot then.
I'm good to go with Rotmir whenever it's ready.
When's
You know what?
in the initiative order?
What?
When's Barry in the initiative order?
You're after Rotmir.
And Rutler's going right now?
After him.
I'm going to cast first level Searing Smite. That's a bonus action.
Okay. Okay, not going to do it.
The actual spell Searing Smite, so I'll get an extra d6 of fire damage on top of the thing.
Yep.
Then I'm going to get the extra d8 of fire damage because
If you
once
hit-
per turn.
Yep.
Yep. And then this would be the weapon damage. So let's roll to hit. 2 plus 9 is 11.
That's
Plus
a miss on the
1
first one.
It's plus 1 off the.
No.
No?
And then
15 plus 9 is definitely.
that is a hit. So you will get all of that on that hit. And that's on this
So
guy.
additional
And you're
fire.
going after the same one that you've been going after, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to roll the 2d8.
So 1 for fire damage and then 1 for the searing special ability thing. 7 damage off of that. And then weapon damage is 8 plus 4. So 12 weapon damage. 7 off the once per turn thing, and then 1 fire damage additional from Seer and Smite.
All right.
So it's 8 fire damage and 12 regular damage.
He is looking like he is in bad shape. The fire is burning up over his body. Most of his skin is covered in burns or red from it, from the heat, and he is reeling. Rotmir.
All 3 attacks on the one Rotmir's been wailing on the whole time.
Go ahead.
So that's going to be a 15.
That's 15 is a miss. Wait. Let me double check. 15 is a miss.
And 2 hits.
Okay. Damage.
So that is going to be 6 cold damage and
It should be plus 5.
So that's going to be 25 damage. Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, 25 damage.
All right. This thing finally it falls to the ground, and as its body touches the ground, it winks out of existence.
And unwavering work on the horn demon.
On this one here. Okay. Perry.
Did anything that Arno say about the horned demon make me think that...
He didn't say anything.
Oh, he didn't say
Yeah,
anything?
he never declared he said it out loud.
Okay, so I'm just going to be using the adamantine anyway.
Okay, so you reload with the adamantine?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was the last action.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a shot at it again. 14 plus 13 is 27.
27's a hit.
Alright. 4 plus 8, that's 12. Plus 8 is 20 points of magical piercing damage plus... Well, actually, that's 25 points of magical piercing damage.
Okay.
And negates resistances.
2 adamantine.
Yeah. And then one more shot is a natural 1.
Natural 1. You take 12 points of fire damage. And your rifle is out of commission for the fight. Any other actions, Perry?
No.
Okay. So now these guys turn. So those guys still on you are going to continue to attack you. Now they have advantage. That is a 26.
Hits.
I'm just going to roll all their attacks together. 20.
Nope.
25.
Yep.
And 22.
Nope.
So that's 2 hits. So that is 8 plus, so 16. So 23 points of piercing damage from you, for you. No, I'm sorry, I rolled the wrong damage, sorry. No, I already said it. Whatever, I already said it. So there you go. And that one there is going to remain. Let me double check, make sure I'm doing that right. No, he does get a Constitution saving throw, and he passes. So he is no longer incapacitated, but he does not like the Bearded Devil, so he's going to go after the Bearded Devil. And natural 20 and a 19. And the Bearded Devil looks like that. Let me see. That is 16, 27. Yeah. Bearded Devil, as he swings at it with its greatsword, it leaves a serious gash in it, and it falls to its knees. And this orc opens his mouth and sinks his tusks right into his face. And the creature screams. Its blood and ichor falling to the ground, and then it explodes out of existence. Fire in its wake. You see the this orc just, and then he turns and looks at you. Arnos.
Arnos, let's attack with the spear.
Okay.
And it's a bonus action to activate it, right?
It is a bonus action to activate it.
Okay. So once it's in there, right?
Yes, you have to hit with it.
No advantage or anything, right?
Nope.
No flank.
Oh, and I'm sorry. He takes 5 points of 10 points of damage to start his turn. 5 fire and 5
Okay.
just damage.
Fire
Huh?
bleed damage.
Yeah.
That is a 20.
20 is a hit.
Okay. That is 3 points of damage, and he will activate it.
5 points damage. He gets his dice too.
Oh, that's right. 5
And
points.
he gets an extra d6 fire damage, but this thing is immune to no bother.
So, okay. So,
But it is now restrained.
And then can I make the second attack with the sun sword?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Which is 58, right?
Yep, it's 2d8.
2d8. Does he get advantage on it now?
Nope. Yes, he does, because it is restrained.
Okay. Thank goodness, yeah. That is a 25.
25 to hit is a hit.
And then the 2d8 is 8 plus 5.
13. So 13 damage. As the spear falls to the ground and the Horn Devil then stares at Arnos for a moment. And then in fairly broken common says, "You, I will kill you." That guy has died. That guy has died. So now it is these two. So this one here is going to run up and it is going to attack Rotmir with advantage. Twice with its bone sword. Which one?
Rotmir should be next to Arnos.
Well, he hasn't moved. All he did was do this one when he moved in. Yeah, he's not standing next to Arnos. And Rotmir takes 2 fire damage at the start of its turn. So that is on Rotmir. That is a 21 and a 25. So that is 3 points of piercing damage. Which one?
The one that just moved up.
That is correct. So let me re-roll that the hit. So let me just do one more. So nope, that's going to be a 19. Is going to be a miss. So the other one is he wants to kill Arnos. That is a 19 to hit Arnos.
Is Rotmir close enough to use
Yeah.
the maneuver?
He can indeed. So roll the d8.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Plus 4 to AC.
Then no.
So no. Okay. Its second attack. That is a natural 20.
Can't stop that.
Yep. So that is going to be quite a bit of damage. Him using that spear, he is now a target. Them seeing what it can do, yeah, he is now a big target. So that is 10, 16, 21, 24 piercing damage and 10 acid damage.
He's out.
So the bird falls over, and this guy looks like he's not going to stop. Trisman.
Okay, seeing that Arnos is now down, changes some things.
What are you going to do?
Just attack him.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So then I will attack.
Well,
Sorry, guys. So we will take a break after this fight, but let's go ahead and...
Can I step over him, like as a
Hold on.
protection?
heal him.
Okay, that's what I was
Just
gonna
because the
say.
bearded devil, or the horned devil goes before him.
Yeah.
And he is bleeding still every turn. So he is failing a death saving throw every turn until somebody staunches that wound.
Let me see what I can do.
Let's move quick.
Cure wounds at 3rd level.
Okay, so 3d8 plus your charisma modifier.
So that is a 3.
So 21. He's at 21 hit points. Tristan, that is your standard action. Are you going to take a move or a bonus?
Can I step over him because he's still kind of laying?
You can step into his space, but that means he has to roll out of your space.
Okay. Then no, I'll attack the tribesman.
Well, that was a standard action to heal.
Okay, so then
You have a bonus action and a move action.
can I move to the side of him?
Which side? You want to move around over here? Trying to get an advantage? Yeah? Okay. Okay. That ends your turn. So now it is his turn. So, let's see. Yeah, he doesn't like you and he doesn't like Arnos. So he's going to try to fork attack you. That is a 20.
Yeah, it actually is.
Okay. I need a con saving throw, please. Oh, minimum damage.
That's the save.
So 17 piercing damage, or I'm sorry, 7 piercing damage. The second fork attack on you, gotta roll it again because that's a 25.
Clone.
Clone? Okay, so you have one clone left, right? Okay, so then he's attacking Arnos with his tail, and he has advantage on the attack. That is a 24 to hit.
Can Rotmir pop the thing?
I'm sorry, that's 8 piercing damage to you, not 7. And Rotmir cannot because he's not.
I thought he had disadvantage on everything because he was like stuck to the ground and.
No, he has disadvantage. I'm rolling disadvantage on his attacks.
Okay.
He has a plus 12 to hit.
Oh.
He can roll it. So yeah, he can roll the d8.
Charnos is
19.
Nope. Okay. And so that's 2 of his things gone. Yeah, that's 2. Well, no, that's 2 of his
yeah.
shielding
Warding
things.
maneuvers?
Yeah, gone. Yeah, warding maneuvers. And he's got cards in there. Yeah, I think he has them on a different page.
I'll find it.
Yeah. Okay, so that hits Arnos. So with his tail, so Arnos, I need a. No, I don't need a Constitution saving throw. Arnos, that is 9. That is 15 piercing damage.
You know, I just got him up.
He's going to go unconscious on his turn.
You said 15?
15.
No, he'll be at 1.
He's taking 10 points of damage turn.
Ooh.
He's bleeding, and being within 5 feet of this horned devil deals fire damage. Flynn, we're up to you.
Well, balls. Can I use part of my movement, standard action, the rest of my movement?
Yeah, you can break up your movement. You will provoke, though, from that one guy.
So,
Unless you go around like that.
Sunbeam?
Okay. So trying to hit those 2, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first guy, she is in his space.
You know what? Screw it. I'm going that way for the devil again.
Okay. And he has disadvantage on con. And that is a natural 1 for him, so that is a failure. So he is blinded. And a 19 plus 2 on the tribesman.
So he passed.
But damage?
This time.
Pulling that up now for you. So that's going to be 27 damage.
Okay, so 13 damage to the one guy. And the Horned Devil is not looking so hot.
Balls. Give me that attack of advantage.
Okay. Attack of opportunity. That is a 19 plus 7. See if you pop your last one.
Clone!
Clone. Okay. So that is your last clone, and you move out. Okay.
I still got my bonus.
Okay, and what are you going to do for bonus?
Fucking level 5 healing on Arnos.
Okay. So roll your 5d8.
Plus charisma.
So 5d8 plus 5.
And we're going to go ahead and power healing the 2. There we go. 15, 25, 30 points of healing.
30 points to Arnos.
You do not get to die yet, chicken.
So her-
Your life is mine.
She is going to try stay again. She's just trying to keep that guy locked down, and she relocks him down.
So the priest finally.
This
healed.
one is once again incapacitated.
Yeah, I'm usually better off doing damage for you guys.
And the bearded devil is gone.
30 points
Thraka, we are to you.
One second. I just have to think. Have to do a thunk.
Hit the bleedy one.
It's usually how it works.
Yeah. Screw it. First attack into the bleedy one.
Okay, roll to hit.
With the fire damage added on. 19 plus 9. Definitely.
That is a hit,
Yeah.
so 2d8 plus.
Don't I have something for that though? If I got like a 19.
No,
The
you don't.
Thing.
No, that's if you crit.
That's a natural 20 only.
Yep, that's a natural 20 only. Yeah, savage crits.
He didn't take the orc feat.
Yeah, the
I'm
orc
pretty
feat is
sure.
that when he goes down to 0, he gets an automatic reaction.
For one attack per turn, you get an extra d8.
Yes. So right now it'll be 2d8 plus 4.
Well, guys, I'm about to be useless, so.
Fires the red. 12 weapon damage and 5 fire damage.
All right, so that will kill that one.
And the attack on the other one?
Yep, roll to hit.
11 plus 9 is 20.
That's a hit. Damage.
8 plus 4 is 12.
So...
Okay, you're my hero.
Rotmir, followed by Perry.
I have a bonus
Robin.
action still, I think.
Yep. 3 attacks on the tribesman that was blinded, the wounded one.
Okay, he's no longer blinded though.
Yeah, the one that was blinded.
Yep, go ahead.
So that's going to be a 21, a 21, and a 26.
All 3 hit. Damage on all of it. Let's go ahead and add it all up.
17 cold. 11 plus 4 plus 4 plus, or plus weapon. So 26 weapon and 17 cold.
26 weapon and 17 cold is 44. Okay. He is not looking so hot after that. And Rotmir is just
Second
in
one.
a frenzy. And D10 plus 13. So 14. Perry, followed by the remaining orcs.
Perry is going to switch to the crossbow
Okay.
and then take a shot at it.
At
It's
what?
restrained, right?
It is
At the
restrained.
elevator.
Let me see. Restrained. All attack rolls have advantage, though.
Sniper shot.
Roll the hit.
Really? 18?
On the Horn Devil,
Yeah.
18 is a match.
Okay. Well, at least it
Damage.
wasn't so bad. That is 25, 29 magical piercing damage. And then I'm going to pop.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. Because he doesn't take 29. Okay.
I am going to pop my other arcane shot with the
Okay,
bursting.
remember, the crossbow can only be fired once around. Because it
Yeah.
has the loading quality.
But that's the bursting. I'm gonna
Oh,
use
you're going
the
to use
shot
the
on it.
bursting. Okay, that'll also hit Arnos and Flynn. You want to use it? Well, actually, you said you did it, so
I
I'm going to
said
roll
I
the
did,
damage.
So yeah.
There's no roll. This is auto damage.
Yes. So this is 2d6 force.
Okay.
So that's 3.
So 3. Okay. Okay. So Arnos, Flynn, Rotmir, Triswin. 5. You are technically right here. So that is 5, 10. Yep. So that is 3, 3, and Arnos 3. No, he takes it for it. It's only slashing, piercing, and it's only physical attacks.
Okay.
And then he took 3, and then this guy takes 3. Let me see. So he is not looking good at all. And that one takes 3. And
then
he's
so I
doing
reload.
okay. Okay. Well, you reload at the end of the round automatically.
Wait, I take 3 as well?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then, well, I mean,
And you're not going to move, correct?
I'm just gonna pat the barmaid.
Well, she's up under. You'd have to get in there. Like, she's pulled crap out, and she slid under the bar.
Well, why are you down there?
She's burrowing like a mole rat.
So there is only 2 of these guys. So he passes, so he's no longer incapacitated. So he is going to turn, using his bonus action to move. He's going to come up here, and he's going to swing at you with his 2 attacks.
Oh.
That is a 21 and a 19.
They both hit.
Okay. That is 11. So 14 slashing damage.
Oh, and then, well, never mind. It's too late, isn't it?
And 5 piercing damage.
14 slashing and 5 piercing?
4 piercing. So 18 total.
Okay.
And then the one fighting you no longer has advantage, so that's going to make life very difficult for him. That is a 22.
No,
And that is a 9.
absolutely not.
And he is going to move right here and then calls out over his shoulder in Orcish, "Hey, get over here. Help me finish this one off." Arnos, 10 damage.
Can I do that disengage thing with him?
Well, he's currently prone.
Okay.
But he can disengage from one of them. So he can disengage from the Horned Devil or the creature.
Disengage from the Horned Devil.
I told them to stop.
So what is he doing?
Can I have him move?
Which way?
Run.
If you want, you have a laser pointer.
Like over here somewhere?
Yep, he can come over here, but he is going to provoke an attack of opportunity from that one. And that one is... That is a 21.
40 maneuver plus 8.
Okay, so no.
And,
And it was just his turn, so he's able to do it.
Okay, and then he will use the, what's it called?
Healing
I don't know. What's it called?
No, he doesn't have any on
Cure wounds.
Second one.
Oh, and I'm sorry. He took 5 damage, not 10.
him. Not 10? Okay.
Because magical healing... No, never mind. Wrong person.
I magically healed.
Yeah, wrong person.
So
It's a
that's
different guy. That guy actually hasn't had anybody fail that con save yet. The other guy did, and his is harder to do, but it does less damage.
Just the 10 then?
It is the 10. It is 5 and 5.
Okay. Does he have a second one?
He's not a fighter, he's a ranger. He's a ranger, monk, rogue. So no.
Right there. Okay.
Is he doing anything else?
Yes, can he use the drop the sun sword and pull out the black feather short
Sure.
Okay. Then we'll do that, and he will attack that one. Does he get advantage?
The Horned Devil? Yes, it is restrained.
So, and does he get sneak attack damage?
It is. He has advantage on the attack, so yes.
So it's a d6, right?
It is a D. So it'd be 2d6 damage because he's just a level 1 rogue.
Yeah. That is a 20.
20 is a hit. Damage
That is
9.
9 plus
should be 4.
4.
So 13, 6. Okay.
And he only gets the one attack with that, right?
No, he gets 2 attacks.
Oh, okay. Then there you go.
Now he had to spend his. Normally he'd have to spend his action to disengage, but he spent his bonus action because he's a.
To do, yeah. That
Oh,
is
he's a monk.
a 27.
That is a hit. Damage.
10 damage.
You only get sneak attack once.
Oh, okay, sorry. Then
So re-roll it.
9 damage.
Reroll that. That's a 6.
So 10 damage.
Anyways.
He told you it was
He's
10 damage.
not looking so well, but he is holding on.
10 damage.
Okay, so now it is the tribesman's turn, and this tribesman is going to provoke an attack of opportunity from you, Triswin, and from you, Flynn.
Spell.
You have Warcaster,
Warcaster, yeah.
so you can do a spell of your choice.
Do you
Well,
wanna
you want to do a cantrip or you want to do a spell?
You can do a spell.
What spell are you
It's
going to
just a regular attack, right?
do? It's just a regular attack.
Okay. So no advantage,
Okay.
nothing.
So Sacred Flame?
Sacred Flame.
Okay, so I'll roll his dex save. That is a 13, so fail. Would you roll?
That is 28.
28's a hit, damage. And then roll your damage.
$11 weapon, 4 radiant.
Okay, and you?
18.
18? All right. Okay. So he just rushes past the two of you and goes right at Arnos. He does not want Arnos to live. And he does not get advantage on this attack, so he's just going to attack with his bone sword twice. That is an 18,
No.
and that is a 26.
Yes.
19 plus. So that is, does not get the sneak attack damage, so that is 4 piercing damage
4? Okay.
and 10 acid damage.
Alright.
Triswin, word to you.
The chicken dance starts playing in the distance as his people call him home.
Sing, let me sing the song with my people.
Okay, you know what? He's gonna run. I'll run after him. There's nothing around me to.
Nope.
And I will do that so I get advantage on his stone arrows. And you know what? Because I'm a spiteful little thing.
Oh,
let's-
I have to play these guys the way they would fight, so
No, I know.
they want him dead.
I will. Yeah, I have that prepared. So let's do the first attack, right?
Roll a hit.
And let's see if I pop a spike.
That's fine. That's going to hit. Reroll that weapon damage. So that's going to be 6 plus 5, 11 weapon damage, 8 holy damage.
Oh, let's do this.
What level?
First.
Okay, so extra 2d8. So you're at 19 right now. Go ahead.
Is it a 2D or is it a thing?
This one's not a penis.
Just a dude.
Yeah, this is just a guy. So 19 plus.
6, 14.
So 19 plus 14 is 33. He is not looking so hot after that first hit.
Let's do the second one. That is, oh fuck,
That's
yes,
fine.
that is a crit.
That is an natural 20. All right.
No, it's Lasaga's threat.
Which is a
You
19.
hit
Okay,
on a
you crit on 19. Yep.
Yes.
Rerolled it.
Oh, yes, because I now actually get 10 hit points.
Okay, so it's 12 plus.
That's
Now remember, you have to roll her necrotic
No,
damage.
that was the
weapon.
weapon damage just got a.
So that's 23 just from the hammer, plus 5 for.
That doesn't.
So 28 from the hammer, plus 8 from
Radiant.
Radiant and the necrotic.
And then remember, Lasaga's threat on a crit.
Is it
What does she
4?
do?
It's a 4.
It's a no. It's a. You have your thing.
I know. I'm getting
You,
it.
it's literally on your character sheet. You have a card. It's right there. It's right next to you.
D8 necrotic.
Okay, and that's what you heal in hit points. Now it's a crit.
Yeah, I know. 4, and then
So
I.
it's 12 necrotic because it's weapon damage.
Because that counts as weapon damage. So so you heal 12 hit points. He's really dead.
He's dead.
Oh, he's really dead.
He's really dead.
Yeah.
First,
Like
his head.
when you take Lasaga's threat in your hand and you go to wield it, the head of it erupts in dark radiant energy. And as it smashes into his body, that radiant energy gets pulled into his chest. And you can see it grab his essence. His almost astral form kind of comes apart and away from his physical form and then is pulled into the hammer itself. And you, as you feel that necrotic energy mend your wounds. And for the first time in a long time, as this is the first time you've crit in a very long time, you hear Lasaga's voice at the forefront very loudly saying, "Yes!" And actually, there is a change. I have to rescind that. It was not necrotic energy. As you all have saved Lasaga's soul, it is radiant damage and radiant energy. But it still takes his soul and heals you. But you can feel this creature's soul exit your body and is immediately pulled into the Shadowfell.
No,
So
this
it is moved on.
happened behind me. I took the attack of opportunity. I'm looking at that little douche while you soul suck it.
Yeah.
I thought I was the bad one. Holy shit.
And it is the Horned Devil's turn.
I'll turn and stare at it and go, next!
Alondra protects me from this crazy woman.
Okay. So you are 15 feet away from the Horned Devil, correct?
It's blinded though, right?
Okay.
It's blind.
It is blind.
And I'm not where I was when I blinded it.
So this thing is just going to attack Rotmir twice, and let me roll a perception check for it. Its perception is +7, so that is a 12. So it does not know where you are. From your turn, Arnos went. So it knows where Arnos went. So it's going to swing at this guy twice and throw flame at Arnos once. So the 2 attacks on him, miss, natural 2, and then the one on Arnos, that is a 19.
Match.
Okay, so Arnos takes
Oh, Arnos.
12, 13, 16 fire damage.
Well, he's fine.
And Flynn, is he up?
He's down.
He's down? Okay, so Flynn, so he is back down. Arnos is back down.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Fine. Just devil. Beam of unhappiness to the devil.
Okay, so what is this? Okay, 23 passes, so it's going to take half damage.
And the guy
I don't
behind
think
it?
it's going to matter, though. And him behind it, natural 20.
Oh, that's
Oh, it's not going to matter. What's damage?
That's going to be 22.
22? He had 11 hit points. And he passed. So
Edward
dies.
Cullen uses Hyper Beam
And
attack.
this
It's super
one,
effective.
even with its resistance,
Super effective.
And
mighty flints.
this one burns away into nothing.
Alondra has cast you.
Okay, so she is once again going to try to stop him.
From breaking her
And he
shit, I'm
rolls.
guessing.
That is a natural 20. No, she's just trying to help you guys with not putting herself in any kind of danger. But that a natural 20 passes the saving throw, so she passes, or he passes. Initiative count 20, nothing happens there. So, Thraka, we are to you.
I told you to have 180, you little cunt! And now you make me hit you!
Now, you will see, though, as you send that beam out and kill the horn demon, you see, as you turn to look at what's left of the battlefield, you see both of those orcs turn towards you. This thing just turns away from you and looks like it's running right at Flynn.
Oh, I'm going to teach you a lesson.
Roll a hit.
So I'm going to use my once per short rest Orcish Sphere to get extra weapon dice damage on top of my fire damage once per turn.
Okay.
So that's going to be 2d8 weapon damage when I hit, and then...
And the D8 fire.
Yep.
Okay, roll a hit.
17 plus 9.
17 is a hit. Damage?
So red is the fire damage, and the...
It doesn't matter. You can add it all up. He's down again.
9, 13.
13. Okay, you got another attack.
16 plus 9 is a hit.
Damage? D8?
Oh yeah, plus 4 on top of that, whatever that last
Okay.
one was, because of... And then, 9.
9, okay. Rotmir. And Perry.
5, 10, 25.
So how does he look after I beat the shit out of his head?
Smash, smash, smash.
Oh, he's not looking too good.
I don't think a 12 hits.
No, 12 does not hit.
What about a 16?
16 does hit.
So 2 hits.
Okay, damage please.
So that's going to be 8 cold
Okay.
and 16 weapon.
Okay, he is not looking so hot.
And unwavering mark on that douche.
Perry.
I'm going to use... You know what? No, I'm not. I'm going to move my hunter's mark over to him.
Oh, to the one in front of you?
Yeah, the one in front of me.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull out my short swords.
Okay.
Schwartz.
Schwartz.
Roll
Stab
to
him with
hit.
Schwartz.
Okay, that is...
Now, you could have used your bonus action to get an extra attack, but you used your bonus action already. Go ahead.
Okay.
Better off with a moving hunter's mark anyway. More potential damage.
If you don't say tally ho, I'm disappointed in you.
Tally ho!
Okay.
That's a hit.
18?
18 is hit. Why are you rolling 2d6 though?
Because the hunter's mark,
That is correct.
and then it's a d6 for the
So,
sword.
damage?
So this is the silver sword.
Yes.
That's 6 plus
Yeah, 6 plus 7,
13.
13.
Okay.
So, and then take my second attack at it.
Roll to hit.
12.
12 is a miss. He is barely holding on to life.
12, he asked questioningly.
And are you going to move or no?
I'm going to position myself between him and wherever the bark
Okay.
8 is.
This one is going to provoke an attack of opportunity from you?
Hit it in the dick.
It's 2, right? Because I swing twice per attack
Nope,
action.
it's just once.
15 plus 9 is
Damage.
a smacky smack. So 1d8 plus 4 is 6.
6. He's not looking so hot. He moves to you with his bonus action for aggressive, and now he's going to make his 2 attacks against you. So the axe is a 24,
It's going to hit.
or greatsword is a 24, and then a 21.
It's going to hit.
Okay, so that is 12 slashing damage
Yeah.
and 12 piercing damage.
Yeah.
How concussed do I have to make him stop fighting?
With these guys, they're So they're extremely loyal. This one's gonna go after Rotmir since Rotmir marked it. As it looks over at Flynn, but knows it has to kill Rotmir first. So first attack is a 2 and a 2. So 2 2s, not gonna do it.
I'm gonna chop you down to
Arnos,
size.
that is a failed death saving throw. Automatically.
Because of the bleed damage.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I damaged the language center of
I
that
don't know
dude's
what
brain.
can go away.
Less restoration.
I don't know. You can try.
Go over and do medicine.
Uh,
So he's only down 1.
they're all dead. Triswin.
What do you mean? This is...
No, I need that. And.
You know, I put more over here.
Oh, man. I'm in the share, so I'm gonna grab one.
We're special,
Okay.
We like sharing, okay? Sharing.
You guys must.
Sharing.
I'm positive if that one orc that I've been beating on, if he made it out of this alive, they said, so what happened? He's just like, damaged language center of the brain.
He has Homer Simpson syndrome. He's got the football helmet inside of his head. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Then I will go over bonus action. While I'm moving, I'm gonna move my pegs. Which one do you want it on?
That dude.
That one. So that one, right there.
So minus con.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go into that.
Okay.
And then I am going to do lesser restoration on to
Argos.
Arnos.
The wound itself is closed, but he is still unconscious
Yeah.
and still bleeding from other
Is there
attacks.
ways that I can use a potion on him?
Nope, you've already used your standard action. He is
He
dead. So we're to Flynn.
It's only going to 5 minutes.
So he gets a Constitution saving throw, correct?
Disadvantage.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh, why disadvantage?
Because she used her hex to give him.
Oh, that is correct. That is correct. Doesn't matter. Now that one passed.
Excellent. Oh, that's sad damage. That's only 35 damage.
35 damage. Well,
Blinded.
oh, he is flailing.
And then I'm gonna
Nope, he is dead.
Blinded by the
Nope,
light.
I'm looking at the wrong. Hold on, I marked it on the wrong guy. So he is still up. So when you move away, he will take an attack of opportunity with disadvantage.
If he's still up, I'm not going to.
Not gonna move. Okay. Gonna stand there. All right. And her once again, she's still trying to get in his space, and this time he fails. So he is now once again incapacitated. Thraka.
I just see Kareen just like Magdalene to wrangle him invisible, and just like with the chloroform rag, just like sleep.
She's doing the Bill Cosby. She's like putting stuff in his drink and handing it to him.
Thraka's gonna walk up
You have advantage on the attack. He is blind.
and attempt to bash his brains in because he
Roll to hit.
disrespected him too, just on the fact.
He walked away from you.
Yeah, it's just like you asked
Roll to
for
hit.
it. 19 plus.
That is a hit.
See if it's a 20, dude. 'Cause you get
Yeah, you could crit. You could crit. You have advantage, so roll again.
Nope.
Okay.
19 plus.
So 2d8.
Because of the 5.
Yep. 7 plus 7 plus 4. You asked for it.
Got some brains on my rope.
And Rotmir.
I told them they didn't want none.
You have
Did I
advantage
not?
on the attack because it is incapacitated.
Did I not, Perry?
I think all 3
I told them they
hits.
didn't want none.
14's the lowest roll.
Yep. Then roll
See if
again.
any
See if any are
crits.
crits.
No crits.
Okay. Yeah. He had 1 hit point left. Okay. Suddenly there is silence. You have the dead humanoids on the ground. One of them draped over the bar now, being brained by Rotmir. You have 2 demons that are, I'm sorry, 1 devil and 1 fiend that have been left behind. One of them is only the lower half of the body. The horned devil has a hole in its chest, perfectly around the size and shape of the sunbeam. Their bodies have not disappeared. And that fact alone is beginning to draw attention from the onlookers that are now, as the fight ends, beginning to slowly close in on this place. And we're going to go and take a break.
Thank you.
we'll see you guys back here in about 15, 20 minutes. We'll do some wrap up. We won't be playing too much longer today, maybe another 30 to 45 minutes. But we'll try to wrap up this scene nice and neat so that way we can move on to the next part next week. But I need to use the potty and get me a drink. So you guys have a good one. We'll be back.
And Mike's.
Okay. Especially leading into this next part, that we want those two characters here, so and we will go ahead and pick it up next week. We're just going to do a couple of quick things real fast, and we're going to end the stream for tonight and pick it up next Wednesday. So, at this point, Arnos, because the fight's still going, I need another death saving throw from Arnos.
8.
So that's 2 failures. And Trisman, it is back to your turn.
I'm going to do...
I got it.
I got it. Cure wounds, second wound, you know what?
Roll 2d8. Plus 5. Or plus, yeah, or plus 4, right? For your charisma?
Plus 3.
Plus 3? Okay. 2d8 plus 3.
That is a 9, so 12.
So put Arnos at 12, and he is no longer in danger of dying.
Mind if I throw a healing on him real quick too?
By the time he gets back to your turn, I'll let you throw one more healing on him, and then that's gonna be what we're gonna do.
So that's gonna be another 13 for Arnos.
Okay, so Arnos is back up. You guys have several onlookers, including the orc that you all just bought that equipment from, now approaching the desert's oasis. Lady Corinne reforms, and I need... You know what? We're going to stop. Too much stuff is going to happen right now. So we're going to go ahead and stop right there. Lady Corinne is still in mist form. We're going to stop right here, because a whole bunch of stuff is about to happen. So we're going to go and pause right now. Yeah, this is a great place to stop. Thank you guys very much for joining us today. I hope you guys had fun. It was mainly just some role-playing and one big, giant combat that really tested the group. But I hope you all had fun. I know I had a great time. Remember that we got the Magic tournament coming up, or the Magic event coming up this Friday
night.
here at MGS. We have Halloween night. We got the special non-canonical one-shot for Vampires the Masquerade 5th edition that will be coming up. It's going to have some twists on it, though. It's not going to be what most people expect. So hope you guys tune in for that. And remember to love each other.
Also, please visit David's Styles and Terrain on Facebook if you're interested
Facebook,
in
Instagram,
anything.
or Twitter.